You gotta love those trolls, right? Yeah, boy, you little clowns. Still streaming. Look at that. Yeah. Had to start that over, guys. Trolls will be trolls. Man, oh man. Let's see how this works. Let me make sure I'm streaming. Let me drop that link again. Good catch there, Fang. Appreciate you looking out for Mystic. Number one mod, or one of the number one the mods for my channel. You guys rock. Always looking out for me. Telling everybody to thumbs up. Guidance. I love it. So here we go. Let's make sure my channel's rocking and rolling. Oh, it must be. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Fang. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Like a subliminal message there.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
But I got good eyes like that.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I hear it, but yeah, but see, I led into it again.
What you should maybe do what Monty does, and just like you can't talk in the chat or nothing until you've at least been subscribed for a day or something. Apparently, they're just going to keep harassing you. I wouldn't let anybody else back up. Not unless they come and hang out for a minute,
yeah,
maybe.
like you guys warm up in the chat and be in here for a while, or being somebody I recognized or something. I'm just not. I guess. I
mean, everybody want to know what's wrong with the world. You see what just happened? I mean, how rude can you be?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's unpleasant, disgusting.
How come it doesn't happen to other channels that are always, I just don't get it. I don't understand these other channels that we sometimes spy on. How come they're not like trolled like that? How come it's me? I've never seen any other channels. These channels like tinfoil talking trash about me. Welcome in my channel.
Because you're special.
Oh,
I think you're special.
Oh, you're so sweet. Well,
I do.
We are special. So I guess so
you stand out in the crowd.
Oh boy. Oh god. So let me just turn off my camera for a minute. Maybe they won't come in.
Well, I mean I just like you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been sub to you for years.
I love you too, Fang. I know. And you know what? We are more powerful that we're all together talking. And I think that's what they fear about us. And it's that power of women energy, that female energy. You know?
Yeah. And or just male energy doing it. Porch conversation. Like we used to do sitting on the front porch. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, they get off on that kind of stuff. Men do. They laugh and they joke around. And they're really chauvinistic, man, these men.
Well, that means they need to stay in a male pack. Go be with other men to do that. Yeah. Go show your good stuff to other people.
Thanks, guys, for coming back. Yeah, I agree.
You know what's crazy? I did not get a notification.
Nobody does. I had to just.
I went to my subscriptions. And I saw you and Fang, and it said 2 minutes ago. And so I just hit the StreamYard link, not knowing if it was the one we were just on, or if you would come back.
Oh yeah, this is my new one. Okay, yeah. Well, they're doing that again. Well, it usually takes about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. I noticed for notifications to go out today. So earlier. So
crazy.
But it's better than 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes. Nobody was getting it was about 19 or 20 minutes about a week ago. Wow. The more you stream, the more you can bump up in the algorithm. So that's one way to break it, in live streaming.
Yeah.
I'd say it just depends how you want to do it, but they like live streamers. But, me, on the other hand, is fighting things constantly. So I wish I was like
Yeah.
Portland Andy. Like, if you go watch Portland Andy, do you know who Portland Andy is?
No. No.
Bang, do you? Oh, she might have stepped away. Well,
No,
Portland.
I do not know Portland Andy.
Yeah, he's an IRL streamer, and he does this everything. And he used to do protests, but he'll do like just a little of everything. But it's just they like content, but they don't like telling too much truth and that type of content. But they like content
What is IRL?
in real life.
Oh, okay.
So like
Again.
what we do and stuff, and boy, I mean, some of our streams, not all of them, but like just
Right.
out and chatting, moving, showing whatever, talking. That's in real life. Going places with your streams. Yeah.
Right.
Whatever in real life.
Yeah, boots on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah, boots on the ground. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, this the tech lingo, I am totally, I have no idea, no idea. Sometimes I have to look up, like, what does this mean? And then it'll tell me network 126.
It's the same guy.
Did you see what
It
he
is.
said?
Oh yeah, it is the same guy.
Ah, my God.
Did you like my cock? I don't. So he was like, is that supposed to be a pornography reference?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, come on, dude. This is not what we're listen. Okay,
Are you
right
5 years
at
old?
this point. Right at this point, I'm the oldest one here. I'm 61. Venus just turned, was it Venus or Leslie?
You don't have to tell everybody's age.
Right. But we're not little kids. We're not little kids, and we're not into this, bullshit. So come on, dude. Come on.
He doesn't
You
have
want
a
to watch
girlfriend.
fucking, if you want to watch porn, get a goddamn Amazon Fire Stick or Roku, whatever the hell it is, and you can watch all the pornography you want. But nobody here wants to see what the hell you have or don't have. Come on. That's just so disrespectful and so.
I don't want to find out who you guys are. Internet corner, dude. I don't care.
That's like the most totally disrespectful that you could possibly be on someone's live stream. I mean, that's just, it's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
You don't think I've seen enough dicks in my life? You don't think we're women that have seen enough dicks in our life and dealt with enough dicks, a bag full of dicks? Like, oh my gosh, that's so old.
I thought it was pretty small.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't faze me at all. Yeah,
Me either.
You're bringing up memories of my younger years. You're bringing up my younger years, and yeah, they say you've seen one, you've seen them all, but that's not always true. But ain't nobody wanted to see that shit, man. Not here. Not what's it, Sunday night? Come on, man. And I get it. Wow.
See it. I'm sure my audience don't want to see it. That's what.
Yeah, no one wants to see that shit, or they wouldn't,
Oh,
let's stop talking about it.
Holy shit! I blocked snaps. Hold on, I blocked the wrong one. Jeez, hold on a minute. That's how eyes get you.
I hate when that happens.
Dang it! How do I unblock them on all my channels? I did it on. I put snaps in the internet corner on accident. Hold on, Snap.
I can make him. I can unhide him.
Yeah, unhide him, please. Thank you.
Right,
I can't do it. Yeah, my son. I mean, I wonder if I can unhide him from all my channels. Yeah, I can. I just gotta log into every channel to do it, and then I gotta open more tabs. So.
All right, I went ahead and took care of that network for you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
He's back. Snaps is back.
Oh, Snaps is back. Sorry, Snaps. I didn't mean that. I just looked at
Misfire.
Whoa.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean that. I was like, what the? From Los Angeles. So what's that mean? Who cares where you're from? Did he get blocked and here he's back talking?
Los Angeles is, that's like fallen angel talk to me.
Yeah.
What are you, anonymous? That's what. Who said that earlier? Did you say that? Somebody
Me?
said that.
Oh, the
did-
anonymous?
I thought
That was
when
Leslie.
and when I first looked at his avatar, I thought it looked like the anonymous face. But then when I looked closer, it was an actual face of a man. But then his comment about "Did you like my caulk?" CAULK.
I'm really
That's
taking-
when I asked, "Is he referencing?"
Right, right,
And
right.
you all agreed, yeah. So let's
Let's move on.
yeah, unfortunately I really have to move on because my battery is at 17%.
Okay.
That's
So yeah,
It's good to
so I've
see you
got to go.
guys.
Yeah, good to
You
see
too, Fang. I really do hope that you join us like on a regular. I really do because your
I do my best.
information, but
I,
your information is for me anyway. It's I've learned so much. I really have, and I appreciate it.
I do my
So
best.
thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
bye.
that's
Bye, guys. I love you.
I will. I'm sure I will see you tomorrow. I'm sure,
All right,
Good
right?
night.
tomorrow. Good
All
night.
right. Good night, ladies. Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Sweet dreams.
Yeah. I can't wait. Can't wait to dream.
I know, right? Sometimes I'm
All
like,
right.
what are you gonna dream tonight? Yeah.
I'm gonna dream about. I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye for now.
So, what other channels are you running? You got Agent Orange Baby.
Man Mystic 777 and Board Queen 777.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm. You have to drop that link to that Borg Queen.
It's all, they're all on the top of my header of a YouTube page. But yeah, I can. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. I can go there.
Okay, yeah, that's where it is. Oh, wait a minute. Is this video now? Wait, this video, is this still up? Wait, where's everybody? Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, my other one.
Yeah, did you delete it off all 3 channels?
Yep,
Good.
that's what I did. I hope it did. But yeah, it should be up here. You can, I think all my channels are up there. Yeah. Yeah, 9 subscribers. In case something happens in building these channels and hours, and it's just, why
I
not?
think it's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, and backing things up because you never know what'll happen. So, I mean, why not? You
I
can do
agree.
it. Yeah, I can always change names in the future if I wanted to, or something else. Brand it. Who knows? I don't know.
All right, I got that one subscribed.
All right, there we go. That's that. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I just put everything up there. Like last week, I was like, I'm just gonna put it all up there, and I put it on all my channels the same. Then my Twitter feed, because I do sometimes post up there stuff that I don't post on here,
Right.
or share other channels like Monograph or Dabu77.
Right.
Stuff. Like I'll share other channels that I watch on Twitter, and not So this is random. I'm so random. So who knows? It's like when I say be unpredictable.
Yeah, Monograph's Twitter channel is October Rains.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Yeah, I share his stuff. I've been subscribed to him for a couple of years, but when he's live, I don't go over there really to go check his Twitter stuff, like live.
Right, I got you.
Sometimes I have if I have the computer open, but if I'm watching from my bed in Roku, I don't. I'm always in the chat, but I don't go do the open the Twitter too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been subbed to him, checking him out for between 3 years, 3 to 4 years.
Damn, a lot longer than me.
I enjoy it. He's hilarious.
Oh, he is. For me, it was only last couple, like 2.5 years, maybe at least. So yeah. Oh,
And
he's hilarious.
and
He's
what I
so
love about it is it's the average age is like 38 or 42 or something like that. Like there's older people in there and younger people, like 35 and up. You'll get a few scragglers of 20s, but most of them are in their 40s and 50s.
Oh wow, I thought we were even later than that because I hear his callers. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
he has like 70-year-olds in there, all ages.
all
So
ages. Yeah,
yeah,
he's
so
got
the
it.
average is about 42 years old, which is nice.
Yeah, our age. Our
Yeah, it's
age.
a nice cross section of the community.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree.
Well, Monograph's different. You know, he's not going to just throw the baby out with the bathwater kind of style snaps. So, but he called
Yeah,
him out on certain things.
he's so different. Yeah, he calls him out and he gets pissed, and he will. Hey, Venus. Oh, what happened? When he gets pissed and fired up. It's passionate and real. That's not fake. It's
No, he's
not
got real passion for sure.
a real passion. Like I appreciate it.
I do too.
And he's other than no, he doesn't support Marfugal. He supports him in two different ways. No, he said he doesn't support him in a lot of ways, but I hear what you're saying, Snaps. He said that he doesn't support in what they're selling. Fear porn to buy EMP shield and yada 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 yada. I don't think he knows the other connections because he's not calling out for selling everybody's IP address and everything else. Like I get what you're saying about it. Now I've talked with him recently. He a dick and support Adam. Oh, he does. I was on the phone with him last week. Oh, really?
Okay, well, we missed that conversation.
Yeah, yeah. If you'd like to come up and chit chat about it,
Yeah, come tell us about it.
we'd like to hear. Yeah, because I mean, I heard his side of it so far. We were like, oh wow, I played it. You heard it. So, yeah. What do you if you know? I like to hear. I mean, has no respect from me. Has no respect from you. Hey, Venus. Well,
What
you know.
happened?
She had to shut
Is that
down,
guy
dude.
threw everybody out? What happened?
Yeah,
Yeah, I had it shut down because that guy pulled this crap on me. Like I should have known. Hey, Snap.
she had to
You pulled
delete
this
that.
junk out?
Yeah, she had to
Yeah.
delete that whole thing, or and
Oh
then
no,
start a
I
new
just
one.
put a picture of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like a subliminal, but I got fast eyes.
She does, and it's so small on my end if I don't blow it up.
It was pretty.
Yeah.
Little. I was
And
like,
then
is
when
that
I
dumb?
blew it up and rewatched it, I was like, oh, that thing. Back on delete. Hey, Snaps is driving. So what's up, Snaps? Hold on, guys. Let me take this really quick with Snaps.
All right, I'll mute myself.
All right. Hey, Snaps, what's up? Go ahead.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, I ain't gonna lie about anyone. I've always been honest about people, whether they're good or bad. Like, always straight up. Monograph is a piece of shit too, man. I talked to that dude last week because a lot of people, after he went and called Adam out for his stuff, people were like, hey, maybe we should reach out to him. Maybe we should reach out to him. Nah, man. That dude actually straight up said, oh, yeah, I do support Adam. I didn't say he's a bad dude, da-da-da-da-da. But like I was saying, his scams are his scams, this stuff. Then I told Monograph people were being harassed, targeted, and all this shit. He didn't give a flying fuck, you guys. Monograph, fuck you, bro. You can kiss my ass. He's just like those pogos, just so y'all know. And I just wanted to let you know, I personally talked to dude on the phone, and he could vouch for it just less than a week ago. He didn't give two fucks about victims, didn't give a two fucks about it, anything. And all he said is, oh, yeah, I was dissing the stuff he was selling, but Adam's actually a really good guy. And da-da-da. And I sat there, like, trying to explain to this guy, do you understand who Dex Mike Strutton is from Oracle? Do you understand what Pogo privately owned? Nah, dude's all talk. He didn't give a shit. and that's just less than a week and a half ago, and we got it all recorded, everything. But just want to let you guys know, be careful who you watch and who you think is who.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call Monograph to have a talk with him and see what he's. What I think I should address this because I think he needs to explain what like is that
He
the
did.
way he feels?
He had no clue. Like when I told him, like I was like, we're trying to come to you, bro, to see if maybe you could help us, help other channels, dealing with these pogos. Well, then you need to just go to the police or go do what you did. Like, fucking, are you joking? Like this guy, man. But then people told me he drinks a little, and I'm not gonna knock anyone drinking or any of that shit. But all I can tell you right now is he had no respect for when we tried to come to him and ask for help and advice. He had no respect. And I feel that the only reason he jumped on that clout train is exact word, clout train, with what's going on with Marfugo. He didn't even call Marfugo out fully. And then when he did, he's like, he's still a good show and all. And when I talked to him personally on the phone, and I told him, people are being targeted, people are being harassed. This is big tech. He did not give two shits about it, you guys. And I personally have no respect for the man. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like, how I felt and exactly what our conversation went about. And we did. We had multiple people say, hey, let's get a hold of Monograph after he said what he said, because we wanted help. We want people to stand up against these scumbags, right? And all he could tell me is, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, the stuff he's selling is scam, but Adam and them are good people. Sorry, Monograph. They're not good people.
Okay. Have you called him on a live show and actually talked to him live so everybody could hear? Like your
No,
conversation?
this was a personal conversation directly after. It was directly after he said what he said. Everyone was talking about that. Everyone, right? So good old Snappy Snaps is like, I'm going to give him a call personally because we're about to expose Adam's fraudulent fraud. I even told him before I leaked it live, hey, Monograph, we got this guy on fraud against veterans. He did not care. He did not want to help. He did. In fact, he goes, "What do you want from me?" I go, "Well, honestly, because you said something, I figured maybe you could help us. There's tons of people don't know how to deal. How And this was before I got Adam and them on the nail right now. All I gotta say is we came out with respect, thinking the man was gonna help or thinking he was like standing up for truth, yo. And no, man, honestly, I think he said what he said on his show to jump on the clout wave with Adam and Marfugo. That's my personal opinion because he had no care about victims. He didn't care about targeting and harassing. He didn't care about felony fraud against veterans. He didn't care. And that's a personal conversation between me and him. And he knows damn well what was said. So I don't know. Monograph to me is just I don't know. I never really watched him, but I have a lot of people who did. But then people kind of told me about how he is and what he's about. And, I'm not saying he's bad or pogo or any of that. I'm just saying he's self-centered and could care less about the victims of Marfugo TV and News or pogo channels in that matter. You could talk a high game, but Monograph, you're full of shit, bro. I know you're full of shit. You told me on the phone.
Okay, just in defense of I'm not. I wasn't there, and I believe you. But I just want to say, like, did you catch him like when he was drinking? Was he just being vague to protect his law, his rights? Like you don't want to be, like is he just being nonchalant? Because I know how he is. You could catch him in a mood, and he is like that live. So those phrases make it seem like he. Maybe just caught him and he was just like, dude, I don't know. I don't know because that's why.
Well, again, this was before. This was before I proved the fraud. I came to him and told him we got felony fraud, balls to the wall. We could use help, And at this time we didn't. Now we're good. But at that time, everyone was hitting me up. Hey, talk to Monograph. Did you see what he said? Did you see what he said? Oh my God, did you see what he said? Talk to Monograph. So I reached out personally to Mr. Monograph. And I mean, even if his mood cared or didn't care, he has my information. He was very dismissive. He really didn't give a shit. And he was pretty much like, what do you want from me? And it's like, well, honestly, there's nothing we wanted. We kind of wondered if you wanted to help or could help or advice or anything on this situation. People were like, hey, maybe, Because again, this is us against big tech. And then when you got these bigger channels, you think, oh, maybe they could help. Maybe they could give us advice, you know, against the small potatoes like us. No, Monograph didn't give a shit about smaller people like us in real life. He knew the situation. He knew people were being targeted. He knew he didn't care. He didn't want to listen. And so I hung up on him. He hung up on me. But I mean, even if he's in bad moods or not, he has my number. Monograph, if you listen to this, you saw the video. I told you again what was going on. And the little people actually matter, bro. And so, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Monographs, to say. I'm not, like, against him, but I'm not a fan of him. Because, you know, again, there are certain characters here that worry more about their views and subs, even if they act like a good guy. Again, like you, Mystic, how many channels do you have? Like me, how many channels do I have? Anyone on this panel, they're here for the people. They're not here for the count, the money, the algorithms, the subs. But again, these bigger channels are, whether you think they're good or not.
That's the thing. Is he worried about his own ass because, you know, views and all that. I mean, I don't know. Or, you know, he wants to stay out of it. I don't know. But I'd like to hear this live and it quite somebody.
Maybe one of you guys should call him. Maybe one of you guys should call him and be like, hey, did you see Snafu's video? You know, and you could even mention Snafu told me, and he'll probably talk shit, but you could say, Snafu said he talked to you before he even released that video, and just see what he says. It'd be interesting to see what he says, because he knew about it before any of you guys did, as far as criminal charity fraud. I thought, here's a guy who might be able to help us out, the small guys. He's actually reaching out, saying something about Adam. But in the same sentence, when I got on the phone with him, no, he was just talking about the equipment, NordVPN, which he doesn't know how NordVPN, how much it's linked. Again, Adam and Dex picked up NordVPN right around the time of the breach, the 352 million people who were hacked from NordVPN, which is interesting that Oracle, the number 2 data collector, Mr. Mike Strutton, Dex, and Adam picked up NordVPN during the time of the hacking, national news. when I really did, I thought maybe someone like Monograph could help us, you know, because people's lives are in danger with this whole story. It's not a joke. And when he's going to just sit there and basically dismiss it and think, like, kind of, you know, like, I could tell it was all about views, subs, and the only reason he probably said something, Mystic, is riding that clout wave right now, honestly. None of these guys would. When have you ever seen him go off on Adam or Dex, especially since we've been going hard in the paint lately? And then when I asked him, he was like, oh, it was about their stuff, not Adam. Adam's a good dude. The show's a good show. No, Monograph, you are failed as far as seeing what Adam and them are. They're POGO, privately owned, government operated. And yeah, I would love someone to call his show and ask him what he thinks and even bring up, hey, I heard that you talked to Snafu and you really didn't give a shit. Because that's the truth, yo.
Hey, Mystic.
All right. That will be my
Mystic,
thing.
Leslie's backstage.
I know. I'm just waiting for Snafu to finish his point and everything. I don't want.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to.
I
Like,
get you.
trust me, people who like him called me up and were like, "Snaps, dude, called Monograph." And I've dealt with him before in the past, but I just never really cared. But like when I saw what I saw, I was like, well, maybe he is here for it. Maybe we could get help. Maybe we could get advice. You know, he's a big channel. He seems to know his stuff. Nope, called him up. He didn't give 2 shits, didn't care, very dismissive. And just, again, it's sad because these people act one way on a camera and then they act another way. But when it comes down to real life, real people getting targeted, real people getting threatened, real POGO channels taking advantage of others, well, you know, who cares about what? Their subs or channel? Or when you watch panels like this, real people who have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels, because they don't care about the subs and algorithm. They care about the message and the people.
Yeah.
You know, Monograph, I'm going to straight up say, I'm not going to say POGO or anything, but sellout. He did not care one bit. And he knew before all you guys knew. Right after he said what he said, don't think all Snafu Snaps didn't get on the horn with him.
I'm glad you did. And I did hear him what he said about him, but yeah, He didn't go on the side of protecting us from the Oracle side or going, but he is against targeting and things of that nature. But I don't know why he didn't say that with you. I don't know what the language was. Did you caught him off guard? I don't know. Is he going to repeat the same thing that he said to you? That's a true question.
Well, he basically said, if you have something, why don't you call the cops? If you have something, why don't? And from someone who thinks they know about pogo channels, yeah, let's call the cops. Let's call the feds. Let's no. He was very acting like stupid, dumb. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. We came to him with arms open. Of dude, you see it. Maybe you could help us. You're big or you're small. Like what can you help us with? We need help. And he basically said, "Fuck off." We don't care. And he actually, the reason I'm mad is he says Adam's a good channel, just like in that stream. Even though he's talking shit, he's like, oh, but it's still a good channel, Listen to the transcript.
Yeah,
of that
I didn't
video.
like that either. And when he
Well,
said
trust me,
that,
on the phone, he was talking shit to me personally, like basically saying how, well, it ain't done, or what the fuck does it matter, or and it's like, dude. And honestly, the only reason I think he said what he said is to ride that clout that's going on the internet about Adam and Dex.
boy, well, it could be very well that I'm a lot of people have a lot of suspicion about a lot of things. So I've heard a lot of other people's views that watch my channel about him. So I'm listening to both sides. I'd like to know, if somebody is not guilty or like to be adult and just like have good debate or talk about it, then we should be able to talk about it. He should be able to address it in his live streams, or when I'll call him, or
You should be like, you should just call him and say, have you heard it? Because you know what? He's the first thing he says, I know exactly who you are. And I knew he did. I knew exactly who he was. The first thing he was, are you recording this? Are you recording it? He was getting all defensive, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But the fact is we reached out to him because of what he said. Everyone was like, hey, get a hold of him. When I reached out to him, it was nothing but dismissiveness, nothing but like, fuck you, like it doesn't matter. And then Adam and them are good people. They're still running a good channel. So you know what, Mr. Monograph? No, they're not. And Mr. Monograph, you are in the wrong. So that's how I feel about the situation. I'm going to let you guys go. But you guys were talking about it. And I felt, you know what? I actually had a conversation with this guy just less than a week ago before I aired the charity fraud on Adam. And again, it's getting deeper than you guys know. Of course, we're talking about sellouts now with actual 501c3s, it seems like. But the fact is, Mr. Monograph, he could care less about the people. He didn't want to help any of us. He didn't want to reach out and talk. He didn't care. And Adam's a good guy to Mr. Monograph. So, Mr. Monograph, try and tell me different, because I'll come back on and say, like, you know exactly what you said to me on the phone. And we called him with wanting advice, wanting help. We all were excited, like, oh, well, why did he say that? And, no, there was nothing out of that.
Well, I'll get on chatty do hopefully with him, and we'll figure it out and ask him again to see if that's what he really meant. I mean, is that how he feels? I mean, does he support him after being exposed, all the exposure? You should expose and their ties to Oracle and selling us all out. And the veteran.
If you get on the phone with them, the words you should use specifically is, do you still think he's a good channel? Just like he said before on the live. Not what I told you he said to me personally, but what he said on his live, and said, oh, he's still a good channel. You should ask him specific words, what he said on his live. Is he a good channel still, do you feel? Sure, you don't like him scamming people, but do you think he's a good channel or a good man? Because that's what he said live, not our personal conversation. So that's something that I'm curious if he's changed his thoughts. But I just want you guys to know, I personally, old Snaps and Snaps, you know me, I've reached out to him, arms wide open. I was here like, you guys, it's you, Mystic. It's all of the small people. He basically shit on all of us, in a sense, in my opinion, and said, screw you all, and you're on your own. That's kind of how the conversation went between me and him personally. And I just kind of left it at that and never addressed the situation until now, because I got bigger fish to fry. But always be wary of who and what you see on camera, because again, optics can fool the mind sometimes. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for doing what you do, and keep rocking it out, every one of you.
Well, yeah, truth, yo, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you bringing it to the plate and addressing it with us because I've ever since that video, I question that too. Everybody's questioning everybody, and that is a little questionable when somebody's supporting somebody like Marfugal TV, Marfugal News, when they're selling us out. It's just outrageous. So I'm questioning that too because I don't support that then.
Well, again, remember, people don't want to lose their money. They don't want to lose their algorithm. They don't want to lose their people. And again, it's right versus wrong. People will sell people out for a freaking penny nowadays. And again, Mr. Monograph, the clout with Adam at the time, perfect. Look at what happened. Everyone, look exactly. Old Snafu even reached out to him because of what he said. No, I think that things were said. I have no doubt he thinks NordVPN and the stuff are scamming stuff. But from my idea, he thinks Adam's a good dude. The channel's a good channel. And they're good people. And he could care less when I told him people were being targeted, harassed, all that. His answer was, oh, if you have all this, you need to just go to the police then. You need to. Is this fucker an idiot? He acts like he knows how to deal with pogos. He knows how to do it. Dude, over the last 5 years, people have called the FBI multiple times. We have documented. People have called the Department of Justice multiple times. No, Monograph, dude, he just was running his little mouth. But when it came down to real versus real, that fool could care less except about his channel and his views and his algorithms, just like Adam and Dex. And I'm going to say that. Me.
Well, yeah, that's the truth, yo.
And it's sad because a lot of my friends watch him. A lot of people liked him, and then they were like, they were the ones who got me his info to contact, And it's not really surprising though. Bigger channels are smart. That's why Mad Mystic has 3-4 separate channels, but her group is tight knit. They keep it tight because real recognizes real. Same with all these other small channels. But when it's these bigger channels, But then, like I said, here soon when Adam starts falling, you guys are going to watch a lot more optics with Adam. Don't think it's done. We're going to start seeing these bigger channels try and go into damage control because remember, songbirds exist, rats exist. And when someone's facing federal indictments and things like that, they're going to start ratting out on all these other players in the game. And that's why you're witnessing a lot of these pogo channels act all weird right now, act all different right now. That's why you see someone like Mr. Monograph act like he's there, but not really there to support people. Some of these people are just riding the clout wave, and then some of them are really freaking out about what's to come. Again, the fact is we the peeps versus the elites. They're learning a lesson right now.
Well, you know what? If they're riding dirty, well, they're going to be riding broke soon. That's what they know. So we're coming after them. Riders of the storm. Yeah.
Exactly. And AURA and others and everyone involved and this shit, they never expected we the peeps to rise up the way we have in the situation that we have. And I just, like I said, I'm not gonna trash talk Mr. Monograph, but I'm gonna say he's fake. I'm gonna say Mr. Snafu Snaps, me, you're fake, bro. We tried reaching out to you. We tried seeing if you would help with us. You only cared about your channel, and you actually dismissed people who are victims. And you still called Adam a good channel and a good guy. I don't understand how 1 minute the guy could sit there and dogs Adam and says he's scamming people. But in that same video where he's sitting there saying he's scamming people, he tells the audience Adam is a good guy and a good show. No, that's some bullshit. Real recognizes real. Much love, Grant Harper, by the way. I saw you in the house. But I know a lot of people watch that Monograph guy, but I have no respect for someone who's going to walk the fence line when it comes to people's lives being threatened, harmed, hacking, tracking, and charity fraud on veterans. I told him everything, and he didn't give one shit.
Well, we'll get down to it and ask Monograph again how he feels about it, just for the record, so we can part our ways for many of us if that's how he wants to roll with the fucking shillers. So I don't know. We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, but hey, I'll let you guys go. You just got me a little heated about the Monograph thing, and I was like, dude, I got to tell these guys because none of you guys knew I was on the phone with him just less than a week ago.
No idea. Yeah. So I'm glad you brought this to the plate because I have been wondering about that, and that does bother me. And yeah, we need to figure out because there's other connections that have you You know, it's just one. It's you know, I'm curious about with his ties and things. So yeah, if he supports that, you know, just want to know. So,
Well, he said it. He said it in that live. You go watch that live. He talked about the same sentence after he talked about it. He said, "Oh, they're good people. They're a good channel." But I'm telling you, on a phone call personally, he didn't give a flying fuck. It wasn't just what he said on that live. He did not care. He did not care one bit. And that's what's sad, because we came to him with people like hoping for help. You know, people like, hey, maybe you could help in this, you know, you know, these bigger channels. It just goes to show you all these bigger channels are sellouts. They don't care about the people. Even if they are pogo or not, their ulterior motives are money, 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 not real, not people getting hurt, targeted, not scams, just this YouTube bullshit, root of all evil, money, right? We're witnessing it. But the fact is Mr. Monograph, trust me, once all said and done, there's a lot of channels that will be explained by old Snafu Snaps, how they were part and not part of this whole deal. And I just want to say, Mad Mystic and you guys have always sought for truth, and you always have been real, no matter. And like I said, it doesn't matter what religion, what race, what sexualization, nothing. It just matters just being real, right? And it blows me away that some of these people who do have the power that they have to use a voice to impact the way they can, they would rather protect that than scams or lies or people being hurt or targeted. These people are sellouts, man. Sellouts. By turning on a camera, making money, turn them into sellouts.
Yep. And I appreciate you for exposing the sellouts and actually kind of doing the boots on the ground and networking and actually asking questions. And let's get down to it. This needs to be exposed on all levels or for the future generations. So the time is now. So I appreciate all your hard efforts, for real.
All right. Well,
I do.
I appreciate you guys and much love. And I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just a little like because, like I said, that Monograph thing really upset me, you guys. That Monograph thing really upset me because everyone was like, again, same as me, like, wow, he said this and maybe he could help or maybe he, you know, blah blah. Nope, not one bit. And if you go watch the live, he says it for everyone to witness as he's saying that Adam's a scam and scamming people. The second sentence he says, but it's still a good show. You know, I watch it. So how are you going to tell the audience that the guy's scamming people and no good? And then in the same sentence saying, he's a good show, I still watch it. And then when I personally get on the phone call with him, he's just don't give a fuck. So I realized, okay, there's a real Monograph. So that's kind of how I feel about the situation. I have no respect for people who don't respect regular people, the small people. I have no respect for people who support criminals and thieves and people who gain their ups by scamming and scumming and taking advantage of the small. And then when the small people need help from the bigger ones to just be shunned and slapped in the face, nah, you know, that's why we ride together and we're stronger than the big as a unit, you know, the Truthio movement. So, Mr. Monograph, I hope people do call you and I hope they question you now that you because he knew before. I didn't show him any evidence or anything, but I told him everything. Said we got him balls to the wall on criminal fraud. This guy's been targeting, harassing people. Yeah, and he could care less. He did not care one bit. In fact, he said the same thing he said on the live. Is Adam and them are good people, good show. And he actually said I have a hard on for Adam, is what Monograph said to me. He's like, sounds like you got a hard on for Adam, bro. I said, I do. I got a hard on for criminals and scumbags, you piece of shit. So, Monograph, me and you will have some videos coming in the future once this Adam shit's done with. Because with all these people, when they realize that Adam goes down for criminal charity fraud, all you guys that wanted to stick with him, big channels, small channels, don't think the shit ain't gonna fucking spread to your shit. So I just want to say much love to the small peeps out there, the real peeps, the actual citizens, the actual content creators who are doing this for the right reasons, big or small. And you will find big channels occasionally who are doing it right. But in today's world nowadays, it's very rare. And I do believe 100% Monograph just said what he said to ride that clout. Because one sentence he was saying, oh, they're scammers and they're bad, scam honest. Second sentence he says, oh, they're a good show, I still watch it. Why would you tell people when someone's scamming them, but in the same sentence say, but oh, it's a good show, go watch it? No, they're not good people, Monograph. They're not good people at all.
Right. Very questionable indeed. I agree. 100%. So I question that too. So
All right. Well, much love. And I just wanted to let you know personally, I talked to the guy a week ago and I just never brought it up. And then I guess tonight you guys talking about it got a fire lit under my ass to bring it up. And I just wanted the world to know, or you guys know, yeah, me and Mr. Monograph had personal calls. And he actually is in support of Mark Google TV and News and Pogos. So just want to let you guys know. Much love to y'all, and you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you
have a
later.
good one. Thanks, Snaps, and keep being the truth out there for us, us little ones and little channels, and power to the people. Much love, Truth, you. Man, that's really disappointing. Yeah, that's so disappointing. I'm like,
still backstage. Okay, there's.
but I already knew this. I exposed this about that video. I questioned that, and I didn't know he talked to him. So he hasn't told anybody until now. So that's a good thing that that's brought to the plate, because a lot of people have been contacting me or saying things about Monograph lately, and I just when somebody supports that, you've got a question, and there's other ties that's questionable. So what's up? You just protect you. It's all about the greed and money. You want to mess up your game, so you're gonna go stick on the bad guy's side. Yeah.
When you restreamed, no notifications went out, so I didn't get one.
I didn't get one. I usually do. That's weird.
Well, that's just part of it. But all these big channels like that, they get all these viewers while they're trying to bury us. That's why this needs to be exposed. So I'm glad he's going to just keep on cracking the whip on these fuckers. Yeah.
I have a question.
It's getting deep.
These Pogo channels, do they also weaponize their AI on people?
Yeah. And it's used to attack you in the future. Yeah. So for your thoughts and your so-called freedom of speech, everything, your social credit score. So this is all to data collect for your future enslavement and torture. Do you understand? That's so fucking, they're collecting now for the future generation, my children, us, everybody's fucking torture and weaponized fucking torture. Like, this is outrageous.
The electromagnetic warfare coming off these AIs over us is real. It's real stuff.
Well, if it's not been done to most people, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They will know in the future, and it's too late. And these people, like these channels that are just on the bandwagon right now because they're worried about everything, they're just selling us out to collect right now for their own fucking greed and safety. That's what it is. Exactly what it is.
Future?
A lot of them did it in the last 2 years. A lot of people, even mods. You don't have to have a channel. You can be a moderator, called viewer, mingler, panelist. There's all kinds of them, guys. Trust me. It's why they're growing with all our channels.
Future? I feel sad for all.
Well, they've ramped up that electromagnetic warfare big time.
It's the reset. There ain't no future.
Yeah, there's a future.
Well, it's not. The future's not going to be like anything anybody even imagines.
No, this is the harvesting of souls.
I just know how thick the AI is on the increase. I mean, I know people getting pegged by it so hard. I mean, it's 24/7 combat against this shit.
Well, Fang, haven't you noticed how many deaths there's been? A lot more lately.
Yeah. I have my own role. I have to deal with it myself. So
even mystics noticed, and we're not getting reported the actual factuals. So
yeah, I mean, they're talking about how there's not anybody to work, and you're wondering why. I mean, come on, it's not because people are lazy. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
And what about the open border?
Well, it's making you get the jab, or they're making you, or the people are croaking.
Well, all of these people that are coming in here, where's the impact? I don't see it.
Well,
Is
probably
it
the
all a
food.
show? It's all a show up there, and
I don't think it's a show. People down in the southern hemisphere is quite on fire.
no, I mean with the inflow, not nobody's working. They can't find workers. They got all these new people.
Everybody's sick.
Yeah, everybody's sick. They have to get the V, but to come into here, and they give them a brand new phone, so they're tagged and
Yeah, they're sick.
jabbed right on the spot.
Oof.
Thought they
Gagged and
weren't getting jabbed.
I
Well,
don't know
they
if they're getting
say that
jabbed or
they
not,
don't,
but I know
but
it doesn't even require a jab in order for them to algorithmically induce you with
right with
anything they
it
want.
because
They've
they can
weaponized the
tell you
biofield.
they can tell you that it's something to help you, but it's actually their hidden agenda they're
The
carrying out.
biofield of life has been weaponized. They've loaded it with implanted magnets and all this kind of stuff, and they're just
You haven't
they're
seen
running
nothing yet.
roughshod.
You haven't seen nothing yet.
I know we haven't seen anything yet. That's why I've been just taking it one day at a time and learning, and working and doing and trying to get some new skills.
Go get those skills.
I am. I'm on it.
He's got skills. You have to.
I know, but there's more to be had as far as this electromagnetic warfare goes, and how to use your own body parts and your own biofield, your aura. I grew up with it called an aura, and that is what it is.
Yeah, I have books on it. Yeah, it's about.
Yeah. Well, they've weaponized that. They took it dark too into the tech world, and it's called a biofield now. So when you're reading on telehealth or the metaverse or any of that kind of stuff, it refers to the biofield. Anytime you see that word, that's the fabric of life,
Mm-hmm.
the electromagnetic field that we all have. Each individual, all plants, animals, trees, everything.
What's so funny?
It's a shit show.
Boy, everybody's got real different perspectives.
That makes us. We're not robots.
That's right.
Not yet. Kind of.
well, okay. What about cyborg?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're like cyborgs.
Because they already got the machinery attached to their hand. Some of them have it in their head so they can see, which is kind of cool. But
yeah, but they're putting this stuff in people's biofields without consent.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows about it.
Right.
There's a handful of people that even understand this, that their own body is running their phone.
Yeah.
All the electricity can go out in the world, and you are running the web off of your body.
Well, we've always given our energy unknowingly to the Matrix to run this shithole.
I understand, but I'm telling you,
It's
I do not
always
consent.
done here.
I'm trying to do what I can to protect myself and everybody around me.
It's always done here. The only thing that we can do, as you put protection, is return to origin. That's it.
That's not the only thing we can do.
Oh.
Where did Venus go?
Yeah, Leslie, that last video I posted, it was called You, the Cyborg. It was very short, like a minute, but I was giving a couple of channels a shout out who deal with this kind of stuff.
Oh.
And they have techniques to help you with this type of stuff.
Hoot owls. I got my hoot owls back.
Watch the chickens.
Yeah, they're protected. They're on my porch. They're fine. They're good now. They know where to be. So yeah, they come out and they do their thing, but they're protected under light and under my porch. They're good.
You got lightning now?
No, hoot owls, horned owls.
Oh, the owls.
Yeah, they're
Ouch.
out and they
Yeah.
come in like with 3 of them lately. Yeah, I've opened the windows so you guys can hear their conversations. They're moving in closer. But thank you, Fang. Yeah.
Venus said she kept getting kicked out.
I know. I'm like, what's up with that?
She got thrown out again.
Somebody must be targeting us or her specifically. That's what I think because they do that. They'll either target everybody on the panel or they're going to do it to certain ones. It depends who their conversation they want to block sometimes. I've noticed certain things like I look at a lot. So somebody must be really dialing in on her right now. Yeah,
Well, I noticed that a lot of these new all these platforms do the same thing, collecting data, but they sell it for not just electromagnetic warfare, but this is how these people come in and like that dude, Mr. Nelson. He was trying to.
What was that?
I know what he was trying to do.
What was that?
It's Venus.
That was weird.
Whoa.
That made some weird
Welcome
noise.
back. It made weird noise.
Yes.
Yeah, that took a while. I shut down this Google book, and I could still hear you guys for a while. It wouldn't even shut down. We're getting attacked with another plasma storm right now. Everything's turning pink and orange. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, it's been every night. Every night this plasma moves in.
Is it the sun going down for you?
Yeah, it's sunset. Everything turns orange and purple. And then the lightning starts flashing across the sky like crazy.
The real sky is red.
Well, this sky is very close to red right now. It's between orange and purple, so yeah, pretty red. Pretty orange.
The Matrix shutting down, dear. Bleeding through. The illusions aren't holding.
Sure looks interesting out there.
Yeah, there was one day, but this was about 3 years ago. The whole sky, east to west, was orange. It was like really bright orange. And I was like, I didn't have my phone on me, or maybe it was charging or something. And I was like, whoa. But I don't remember if it was a sunrise or set. I think it was even after sunrise because it was just all orange. The whole thing was orange. I wanted to get it on camera, but didn't happen. That would have been cool, right, Mystic? Orange, totally orange sky.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those electromagnetic bubbles like over entire cities and stuff lately.
Oh, really?
Bubbles?
Yeah, they're orange bubble like electromagnetic fields.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So, Fang, is it a flat Earth, or is it not Earth at all, or is it a construct, or is it a globe?
Well, there's different parts of Earth. The ground is like a mountain, goes, kind of up like a volcano kind of style. The magnetic field around is like a sphere. There's different, parts to it. And so I don't know. I think it's changing. I think it's malleable and changing as we speak due to the times. This is called the Atlantean turning. Is what a lot of people are calling it. So the return of Atlantis this is what's happening.
Oh, I wanted you guys to hear Resonating Truths. He just came out with a new vid. He's a little bit religious sometimes. I mean, he says that, but he's no different than, you guys. But
Us?
Well, you know, like I don't have no religion, so
Well, neither do I. So
or
I'm
belief
talking about you guys.
or belief.
I mean,
She's talking about me. It's fine.
No, I'm talking about
I'm not saying anybody, but that's like being like,
some
oh,
people. No, some people have a belief, no matter if it's a.
I didn't have. I don't think I. No, I never said any belief.
Anyway,
Well,
so
you
he's a good
said,
channel.
yeah, resonating truths. I like his voice, but he kind of, I don't know. He's got this character. Let's see if I still have it on my clipboard here.
Little low blows there, Leslie.
What? No, not a low blow. That's not what I meant.
She didn't mean anything about it at all. She just meant
All
they
right,
weren't
I
like
put it.
he's not a super holy roller, is what she meant.
All right.
Yeah, he's you know, what you would consider a good guy. He's trying to, you know, help others, I guess. But there, I put it in the private chat.
So what am I supposed to do? Is he a big channel?
It's only 2 minutes long, or something. A big channel.
Subscribe to him.
Like, is he gonna be mad if we play it?
I don't
See that kind of guy?
I don't know. I just listen to him sometimes.
Well, I'll check it out. I'm already subscribed. It's not a lot of visuals anyway, so it's
Well, it was just listening to it. That's all I did.
at Bro Sanchez TV. I gotcha.
Bro Sanchez TV.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to that, but I don't really watch it. So, well,
well, I like some of the things that he says. It's good for, you know. I don't agree 100%, of course. You know.
Well, let's check it out, folks. You see it? All right.
Yeah. It's not totally my thing,
Look
but
at the United States dollar symbol. Now the whole world currency is backed by the United States dollar. And I'm going to show y'all how deep the symbolism is. This is the religion on earth, y'all. It's a new world order. Look at the United States currency symbol. It's the Kabbalah. That's the serpent on a tree. It's everything I'm showing you with the CERN and all of that. Look at this right here. Now look at this. And you want to know why the whole world money is backed by the dollar? Because the symbol of the American dollar represents the center of the earth. That's why if you look at our money, we got the pyramid with the devil on it. All of this whole system is based around America, which is why we influence the world. We the new center of the world. We the new Egypt. We the new Babylon. That's why Revelation says it's going to end with America having a great fall. Buckle your motherfucking seatbelt.
that's it.
I agree with that.
I
Buckle up.
thought you would really like that, Mystic.
Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, I subscribed to him. I'll have to go check out more of his videos. Yeah, I did. I like that. Yeah, it's short and sweet. Thanks for sharing that, Leslie. You rock. There you go. Let me drop that link. Or can you drop that link in the chat? I have to go get something to drink, restroom, and some BC powder. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I've been holding out, but I gotta go. I'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, you see what I mean. Well, he doesn't.
It sounds good to me.
Well, I
But
don't
yeah,
have
everybody does
YouTube
need to
open.
buckle up because we don't even know. This AI is something else. Everybody thinks it's not sentient and all that yet, but it is. It is.
Well, you know, I saw with my third eye, like another, like the structure that keeps all of the projections going, the illusion matrix going, and there's like like, you know, in the Matrix movie where they got like all those numbers going down like that, in that,
Yeah.
you know, well, it's more just like some straight lines, and then there's like, it's like a computer, sort of what I would, if you were inside of a computer, that's what it looked like to me. Like I was inside of a,
Maybe you were. Lost. We can't hear you, Leslie. Maybe you were inside of a computer. I just learned the other day. I mean, there's so much stuff under the ground. It's ridiculous. I'm sure they got something big and crazy going on. I just heard somebody talk about last night. There's a giant neutrino stream under the United States, stretches for hundreds of miles. I have to look it up to see the locations he said again. But neutrinos, that's not anything you want to mess around with. That's like tears down matter to its building block format. So it's like, is it Mothman or is it Uncle Joe? You know?
well, there is so much deception here. It's all deception, everything. This is like a, like, have you ever gone into those where they show the, like, the universes and all that, those round building top buildings?
Yeah, like Epcot Center
Yeah, well,
or something like that.
that's more like what this place is. It's like there's a construct on the outside, and within is all of the things necessary to pull off a really fantastic mind job, illusion, like
Right.
totally believable
I
that
agree.
it's not reality. It's outside of it is reality, and everything that isn't immersed in the illusion of the false reality. So you have to be outside of it to see it, to perceive it.
Right, I got you.
But some of us can perceive it from within it, and I can, but I'm only speaking for myself. And I see it's like we're in a computer matrix thing. Like that's what I saw, the lines, and I saw the beings and the working in the matrix, but you can't see them with the eyes. But they're like all, every space is taken up with each of them doing their jobs. It's quite
It's packed.
detailed,
It absolutely is.
very saturated. Yeah.
Well, what's happening now is it's all that's going to come about to where we can see it standing right here beside us at this point. I've always been able to see certain things. My whole life I've been seeing them. And it's just like, oh God.
What do you,
they're not so pretty, you know what I mean?
what do
Right.
you see?
Like I see shadow beings my whole life. I've seen angels too, but I've seen all sorts of things. I mean,
Well,
ever since
those
I was a
are all
tiny
part
kid.
of it.
Shadow people, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see those. I see them. I see one like last night or the night before. It really freaked me out.
I mean,
Hearing
I'm
them.
so used to it, it doesesn't freak me out anymore.
This one's large, though.
But I mean, you got stuff walking all across your desk and floor and everything right this second.
I don't
Heck,
trust me.
dang. It is on everything.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see them on my lighter. I see them
Yeah.
on everything, on my skin. I see them everywhere, and they're invisible to the eye normally, you know, with folks. Can't see it.
Well, that's what's happening now. The light's changing and they're going to see it.
Oh boy, they're going to freak out.
Yeah, they are. Everybody's going to lose their minds. Hopefully not. I'm not. I mean, I've been dealing with this my whole life.
Well, right. Well,
So the ones of us that have been through it already our whole lives are gonna do a little bit
I
better.
mean, yeah, Mystic, you won't need a microscope. In fact, it will obscure your regular vision when you see these things.
Yeah,
It,
vision. Yeah.
Well, hell, what about the shadows that take up half the freaking sky? And there's nothing there. It's all beyond the blue and everything else. But it's like
right.
during the
I see
daytime, it's like,
that.
why is half the sky blue and half the sky orange? Like directly down the center. It's like, and then what is that big giant shadow thing? And what is this being walking up with the sun like it's his pineal gland? What is that thing? It's always like, what?
Yeah, but that's the illusion matrix doing that. So that's no biggie.
Well, I know for sure there are beings so big out there, it makes the constellations look small.
Oh, most of them are very small.
There's small
But
ones and enormous ones.
and formless forms. They're not, yeah, formless forms. But there's so many illusions. You got to be careful discerning that stuff. Don't trust
I don't trust
shit.
any of it.
No.
It knows. I already. I don't. No, I don't trust any of it.
No.
So
It's the deception matrix. That's why.
well, it's I saw somewhere today. I glimpsed at it. They're talking about somebody's like trying to blow up some nuclear plants or something somewhere. Is that like overseas? I guess I didn't even read the
What?
headlines.
Where was that?
Yeah, it was just a quick blip I saw, and I haven't investigated it yet.
What was that?
I don't know.
That noise just a minute ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No, there was like, oh,
don't know what that noise was, but I wanted to show you what I think.
what is this?
This is Hieronymus Bosch. So when you guys talk about this, I think that the Planet X, it will use UV lights. Maybe we're going to see these demonic creatures. That's like Hieronymus Bosch is a famous, or was famous
Absolutely.
artist. Yeah,
Because
like,
the light spectrum's going to change.
yeah, he
It's
used
already
to be,
changing.
you know, like, I don't know. You can't see this. They're not big. Hold on. Yeah, like, well, yeah, things are changing. Maybe like that's what they were depicting in their paintings. I don't know if can I make it full screen. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. Right. I don't
Yeah.
like keep showing that shit.
So
Yeah.
it-
Well, like, go ahead. Yeah, I think they tell a lot of us this might happen before, so they tell us in these paintings, and then they hide a lot of stuff, but you can decipher through it all. You know, like.
yeah, there's so much literature out
I
there.
gotta protect myself.
That too. Shouldn't spray vinegar.
My soul.
Demons. Demons are basically the interdimensionals that we can't see with our eyes, right?
Well, this is the thing. These people that are screwing around with us, they're screwing around with other realms. So we have intra-dimensional stuff happening and interdimensional stuff happening. So this is going to get real crazy.
Hey, Venus.
Hi.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. We just don't know.
I do. Everything. Have you ever been on the astral plane? Everything on the.
Like Bruegel.
Look at that thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Geiger and Bruegel.
That's what it looks like on the astral plane, but like a cartoon, kind of high-end cartoonish stuff.
Scary.
Like some of these games they play and all that. I'm convinced that these video games are tied into it as well. The astral plane. So
look, we in the soup, Leslie. There's the soup. We in the soup. There's a cauldron. Oh shit. There it is. We in the soup. Look at the top guys on the left, and then the right, the realms. This is showing all the different realms. Holy hell!
Well,
Pretty
we're about to see it all right here with us. And this is what's going to end up happening. If you're an angry person, there's something going to be coming for you that's much angrier than you. So we have to learn to temper ourselves and our emotions, and get stoic. Pull yourself in.
stoic, yeah.
Don't let yourself. And everybody's just rained out. Everybody's saying anything they want to say. Like dude pulling out his present earlier. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't pull it out. That
People
was the picture.
people just doing whatever they want. It's like that's what's going to get people in so much trouble. To have no reservations.
Nobody knows
Oh boy.
the pain I have done.
But these
Gone
pictures,
through
absolutely.
only
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. This is one of
me
my favorite artists.
make a party. Oh,
Yeah, imagination, or who knows something.
inside my
Look at it.
head.
That's beyond imagination.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's beyond. This is when you're in the ether, astral world, it's anything goes. There are no boundaries, even for yourself. So
Yeah, I agree. No boundaries.
whatever you can imagine, you can be and happens. But that also happens with other people. But a lot of this data that they're selling, that's what they're doing. They're using it against people to attack them on the astral plane. Most people have no idea about this kind of stuff at all. They just think dreams are dreams and this is this, you know what I'm saying? And they're not. Dreams are not just dreams.
Oh, oh, yo.
Are you okay there? What is going on? Let me see.
Now what's going on?
Well, it was artwork, but yeah.
Well, that's very descriptive artwork. That's absolutely, yeah. See how there's like no place open? Everything you can see everything. Different realms, like even under that bridge thing, it goes into a different realm. You see that one on that last picture?
Yeah.
You see how that is?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of how Earth is now. It's a very supernatural place. It's not like
What are
people
we
think it
looking
is.
at?
Hieronymus Bosch. I believe this is one of his pictures.
Either Bruegel or Bosch, yeah.
Hold on. Oh no, it's not. You're right.
Oh, hi, Venus.
Venus is right. Yeah, I had to make sure because it might it didn't look. I wasn't quite sure. Then I popped out and it's not. So she's right.
Yeah, I studied all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because when you're on the astral plane, it even looks more detailed than that.
Let's see. She knows. Now this is Hieronymus Bosch.
Oh, man.
Well, anyway, it's
Yeah, look at. He definitely could see the the realms. I feel. Who is this?
Wait a minute. Show that one again.
This is Hieronymus.
Bigger. How can you? Yeah, they got heads like that and they wear a black mask. But yeah, there are. Yep. Those were the Nephilim characters.
Look at this. Here. Wow.
But they obviously didn't use those forms to deceive those people.
well, we can see all of this kind of happening now as a foreshadowing, like that last gentleman's concert that was a big mouth and all those people got hurt inside of.
Yeah.
I even saw the shadow come down like the Grim Reaper.
In the crowd. And
Yeah.
people were dropping like
Dying.
flies. Dying, dropping like flies in that concert.
And their souls were collected, man. I saw it. Like, boom.
But it's the same thing. But we're living in a foreshadowing moment. And it's
Yeah.
slowly, it's going to come out very slowly kind of style. So, I mean, just like, frogs in a kettle. Everybody gets used to it, I mean, pretty soon everybody's going to be running around naked because they can. I mean, it's going to get stripped down and pretty ugly about what people do. I mean, that's why I've gotten out of the cities and trying to get away from everything. It's
Well, you already got a snapshot of it with the laws that they're passing and shit.
right. And these are laws they're putting on the books. And it's like, what? We already know what's wrong with them.
Ooh, true life stories. Just notify. Dragons, mystic dragons.
I mean, look at that.
You're gonna need a dragon for a protector.
You do need one, absolutely. You got, and you should have your stuff.
Mine.
And I've got mine.
Bad. Like to me, it sounds like you guys got on a bad acid trip and haven't returned. So.
Well,
Actually, good. It was beautiful. Blue, green, beautiful, 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 giant.
Wow.
Look at this one.
Really?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, look, you got the pig faced dude in there. You got everybody in there.
You got Christ.
And now what we're going to have added in is the robotoids on top of it all. Sorry to be laughing, but the astral world is full of AI. It's super AI. It's like AI on steroids. So,
well, I wouldn't want to go to that astroturf.
Oh, it's horrible. I mean, the first part of my life was horrifying, dealing with this crap. But I'm a professional at it now, and I'm not horrified anymore, and I make a big difference now. Because what happens in this pictures, like these pictures and what we're talking about here, this precedes what occurs on Earth, where we stand. So...
Oh, it's Earth-based.
Well, I'm just using the word Earth because we know that's a typical place where everybody can understand that's where we're at. So... See, I mean, harpies, look at that thing. Ugh.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat him.
He is gonna eat him.
Matthew Lewis.
It reminds me of those birds. There was a bird that had caught something, and I was trying to see what it was, but it was like pulverized, and the body was limp, and it was just dark, and I couldn't tell what it was, but that one bird was eating another bird. It wasn't
weird.
a squirrel.
I mean, birds don't usually eat each other.
No, they don't. So that is strange. I agree.
Well, it's that white one with the speckles, with the thick beak.
You can see it. Look at this. What is this? A human head with a... I don't know. It's kind of strange, right? Cyborg, metal.
Chimera.
Chimera, yeah.
It's everything. Looks like robot, and it's like biological robot life. What they're doing is they're mixing the biological with the tech on humans, and then when they're making like the Tesla bot, they're making the bot more biological, like skin and biological. When you touch it, it's like touching your skin.
Like
those things I showed you, Mystic, those are those biologicals. They're like AI animal.
They are silicone AI
silicone. Yeah, silicone.
And the way they do that is they harvest us to break us down back into prima materia to mix into their nano crap and then spray it on the surface to make it AI compatible. It's really horrific.
I just wonder why none of these pictures depict them spraying it on us in the way that it is.
Well, why
Like,
would they?
why wouldn't they?
Because that's not the part that we get to see, apparently. But some people do. If you're like captured as a child and trafficked and tortured, and you're down in those dumbs and stuff where
Oh,
they do
there's
this crap,
Doogie.
you see it. But you see how that's always everybody's in their mouth. Who's this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. How do we know that's not how it kind of is right now? We just don't even know it. How do you know?
So much deception here.
It's so much. Yes, absolutely.
I saw Doogie. Hey, Doogie.
Boss lady's wasted. Oh, she's not wasted. She doesn't even drink.
Who?
You, boss lady. They call you the boss because you smoke weed all day. I have no idea.
Well, I hardly made a dent in my bag so far, but I got 3 doobies right in front of me.
It is something.
Roaches. Yeah.
They said, I read it in chat last few days, but don't quote me. I didn't quote it right. But
Yeah, something like that. I know. Something. I was like, oh, really? Why?
yeah.
It's not my channel, like. Yeah, I had to leave, and so I missed the first part of the slideshow or whatever it was because
What slideshow?
I had to take care of it. I did have to go to the bathroom, but that kind of left. But I couldn't because I had to kill him first. And I had to get him on my head because I started trying to give me Wetico. And my shower I can't use my shower. Oh, this is sucking. I got to get him off of me somehow.
Timio, where do you live?
Yeah.
Sorry, Leslie.
Yeah.
Boil some water.
Yeah, Timio.
Where do you live? Like, just roughly. You don't have to tell us exactly. East Coast, West Coast, South Africa, North America.
For food, and plants are also doing their strange things.
That's so much of that's radiation.
Birds don't usually breed all year. What's going on?
That's
what he's saying.
Yeah. Maybe they know something we don't know. Hurry up and do their thing.
So, what does that say to you?
Australia.
Australia, there you go. Down under.
Well, they've already cleared Australia out, so you're already set for the new. Yes.
Yeah, it seems to be working its way from the south to the north.
So what? The U.S. is going down, and we'll be at the bottom of the ocean, or what?
Apparently, California goes down, and then Atlantis or something pops up over here by me and Mystic.
Yeah, we're right there.
We'll get some front row seats for that one.
Yeah.
And half of Michigan floods or something.
There's who really knows? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's just a bunch of theory. I mean,
well, I realize that. I'm not.
Yeah, but apparently people have different maps. Like the coastlines are going to be flooded in for many, many miles.
100 miles at least.
Well, I'm trying to get that intuitive shit working, and I'll be like, okay, because it's the first thing that comes to their mouth. That could be an intuitive thing. You know what I mean?
Well, if there's animals around you and they're running for the hills, follow them, not the people.
Right.
Do what the animals are doing, not the people.
Yeah, don't follow the masses. Rarely.
Yeah, don't follow the masses. You get trampled. Who knows what's going to happen to you? Yeah. But usually if the masses are doing something, that's not the direction you want to go, as we all know.
Yeah, know your
Yeah, you don't want to. I can't
How's your
stand even being around people anymore. The other day, I drove to the supermarket, and I couldn't. I went in for a second. I just left the cart and turned around and walked out. I couldn't even handle it. The energy.
Oh yeah,
I do that if there's bad energy.
I
If it's
have.
good, I go in. If it's not, then I don't go in.
Yeah, the energy was just something was off. I just turned around and went back home.
Yeah, I'm going home.
I think we all need to go home.
Something is coming. I'm in Australia. Have you looked at the globe with pole locations change? At the globe with pole locations change. One in Amazon, one in South China Sea. When you see it, look like it's been there before.
Correct. Right.
Oh, he's a glober.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're having a conversation, and
Yeah.
the
Pole.
magnetics are changing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really wild, but like it's been there before because this happens. They know this is a cycle of the earth. This is what they've been planning and play on for great reset after great reset.
Well,
And
the way I understand it is because you look back in some of those nautical books and the stories and stuff that were told about the people that actually did cross the ice walls, and they will tell you that there's always a reset, whether it be done by nature or whether it be done before nature does it. These people are trying to push it to be done prior to the natural order of things, but it seems to be coinciding, and actually, and they don't know what to do at this point. They're just waiting because the heavens are already set up. This
See
Lions
that?
Gate,
How you
this Lions
discredit
Gate was massive.
my comment?
can you tell everybody about the Lionsgate exactly, Fang my sis, because not everybody's aware.
Well, the Lions Gate is very important. Anytime you hit a constellation and you go through the gates, the energy from those constellations hit into like Orion and things of that nature, or whatever the constellation has in it, and then you get energy coming in, light particles, all kind of things. This is the way they explain it anyway. So I'm not going to go into full detail like I told you the other day.
Right.
That's private information.
And maybe we all have some input in the conversation, not to discredit others.
Well, jump in there. Be a lion.
Yeah, that's what
You
I
go
do.
for it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, so I said he's a glober. Well, globe. It matters. Perspective matters, right?
It
I told
absolutely
you it doesn't
does.
matter.
So
Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm a geocentrist. I don't believe we spin
Yeah.
around nothing.
Yeah.
oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
Too. Yeah.
We're not on a planet. Planet and universes and all that is just a fairy tale illusion. They tell them because they can basically tell the whole population anything they want. Everybody's so gullible.
Well, I do know that all that's going to be changing because you can see the trueness of actually the Earth's workings and the way that this place where we live, the construct works. You can see it in the sky. It's evident. We're kind of like in like going down a spiral. That's kind of the way it all works.
But if you continue using the five senses, you will be deceived.
Right, but we were going with Timio and his globe, and we can still talk that language with him.
Well, it's not the language; it's the perspective.
But either
that
or,
it's based on. So it's like, what's the even point? Perpetuating the illusion.
Because we do have an electromagnetic field, no matter what it's shaped like. He's talking about the electromagnetic fields, so I think that's very important. That's what keeps us.
Rule.
Not in my world.
Okay.
They don't.
Oh.
I mean,
we in the soup.
Yeah, I
What?
realize that, but we're not in hell yet. Hell is without creator whatsoever. And there's still plenty of good here and life here. So we're in between. It's a mix of it.
It's
Yeah.
so silly because we are creator. What?
I know we have a different theory, but there's something above us.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Just because you haven't met it yet doesn't mean it's not
No.
true. Well,
Met it.
it's
we-
a being. It's an individual.
No, it's not a separate. It's not separate. Nope.
I didn't say it was separate, but it has its own identity.
Not
And
really.
we are part thereof of it.
No.
Anyway, I'm not doing this. I'm not interested. We've done this before. So
Perspective matters.
we do have an electromagnetic field. Even your body has an electromagnetic field. So that is important. And if your field changed on you, then it'll mess you right up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Human talk.
You might have like a foot growing out of your stomach or something like that. Everything gets rearranged and rebobbled because compression, what you're looking at is the density of particles, just like CERN does.
Yeah.
Particles, if they're loose and if they get more dense and packed, it really matters.
Man, there's all kinds of belief tags all through what you just said.
Well, I didn't say anything about belief. I'm just explaining what I understand it to be.
So you have to believe it to say it. It's beliefs.
Not necessarily. I'm in the understanding that all of this is changing. I think Earth's shape is changing as we're speaking. Personally, we're in the Atlantic turning. What do you think, Venus?
Yeah, I don't believe that in order to say something, you have to believe it. Because I say a lot of things I don't believe.
She was
I
saying
believe in a higher.
I was addressing that's what she was saying. She believed it.
I never said I believed it. I was saying what I understand. Understanding and knowledge, understanding and wisdom, they're separate things. Wisdom is the highest part. You can gain knowledge, but that doesn't mean you have understanding. So then you gain understanding, and then you gain counsel, as in talking about it like we're all doing, and then you gain wisdom.
Yeah, but here, intelligence that you gain from here or knowledge from here has no merit at origin.
Okay, that's fine, but we're sitting here in the soup. We have to do it from where we're sitting right this second.
I wanted to tell you I'm leaving. So
I'm outside the soup, just like I am. Not everybody is stuck in the soup, is what I'm trying to tell you. We're here, but we're not
totally.
here.
I'm not stuck.
Right.
I'm fighting my way out.
Anyway, Venus, what do you think is all about to happen and stuff with what we're saying here?
Yeah. I mean, like yeah, things are going to change. Like, bam. This is like, we're still in the calm.
Yeah, we are. But the rats on the ship are scurrying.
I believe.
Yeah.
Timio, you didn't cause any trouble. You're
no,
welcome
not at all.
here.
Let's see.
We were just
sometimes you just have to clarify, we're not fighting.
We're not fighting at all.
Clarifying.
We've already gotten past all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Venus, you're kind of going in and out and in and out.
Let's discuss.
I don't hear her at all.
Yeah, it's because they're targeting her all night long. Somebody's got it out for you. I bet I know who it is.
Oh, that's my Mystic. She rolling. Oh, I should do one too.
I know, I'm having.
Hold on, I can't hear you. You're going in and out. We can't hear you because they're targeting you so bad. You know who it is. Well,
Hey, you guys,
oh my
I
God.
was successful. I had a win just before. Okay, everything calmed down now. My soul group removed them again. I made me so happy. I just wanted to share it.
Good. That's the way it should work. They
Oh,
should be removing them, and y'all should be working as a team together.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I've
That's
been
perfect.
doing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I do with mine.
Bye bye, Chad and Nicole. Not night. I call Mystic Mystic, not night. So
we okay. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I just got real dirty hands now, so I'll be back.
be
Okay.
grateful that you can wash your hands. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta boil some
Not
water.
good. Well, you can go to McDonald's or something and go brush your teeth.
I live in a rural area, dear. No, I got bottled water. I got some, but that's
Right.
gonna.
Use that. They gotta have it on by tomorrow. That's over. That's
Yes, Venus, you are being messed with. Every time you start getting into good talk, it fades out.
yeah, yeah. We can't understand. Yeah, that's how I know they're targeting her. You want me to drop their link again? I gotta wash my hands, but I'll try.
I'll drop it.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.
Fang's a really good mod.
I know.
Really good mod.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, I don't have the tech to do the same thing, so
Yeah, I'm on a desktop. It's much easier.
yeah, I don't have uh, the wherewithal to do it.
If I had to depend on a phone to do this kind of stuff, y'all would not see me at all.
But
I wouldn't do it. I can't do it. The thing would be busted into a zillion pieces. I
they
can't
still,
stand them. Go ahead.
but the demiurge still uses those little like silicone robot things, and
Hmm.
there's so many of them, and I've even seen them. They attack the all white glowing beings that and that they're malleable. They twist them into like a corkscrew. You can see their arms. They don't have like hands per se like we do, but they're like they've got something that they have some kind of type of hand, but it's not like ours. And their feet the same. They're like really long, like a flipper, but they twisted them up and they make them travel through the light. It looks like they got like light tubes to shoot them up there. They were harvesting them, and I'm not exactly sure who they were, but they were like really big ones, bigger ones, and there were even some in my apartment. But some of them they lined on the street, and their light dimmed, and they looked kind of grayish looking, but they're like all twisted. And then I saw they were turning pink, and there was like pink all on the ones that were eating, and it was really strange to like observe all this, but there was like a lot more going on than just that.
Yeah.
They were all over the place, and they were all doing different things, and there was like floating consoles, and there was like really tall ones dark robes, and they were glowing, and there was a ship, and it was like loading stuff, but then they had like these light tubes going to other ships, and they were like collecting these beings, and they were uh incapacitating them and then twisting them and then putting them up through ships, light tubes. I was like, holy crap.
Well, these things are they're assimilating all of life. Bugs, everything is what it wants. It wants everything.
The Borg's here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. You know why my last video got taken down? Because I talked about a warlock.
Really?
Well, that's why they came up there. You think about it. Start talking about that, and oh, they didn't want that one up there. I mean, talking about that. So,
Well, geez, that was like 5 seconds worth of warlocking.
I know. Well, think about what happened then. That just occurred to me.
Oh.
That's exactly what happened.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. Crazy, man. It's really crazy.
They have zero tolerance.
Zero.
Well, it's because.
Huh?
Was that before, Snap came up, right, and was talking about Monograph?
Yeah, oh no, that was way after. No, that was on my this stream. My last stream where that guy came up. No. Uh-oh, they're on you again. We can't hear you.
Check your equipment.
Forget it, man.
If they're on
I'm
her,
done with it.
I know who it is. You know who it is, right? Don't you think you know who it is?
I'll be in chat.
Okay, hold on. You know who it is, right? I think I know who is attacking her.
No, I don't.
You don't think it's somebody that...
Now you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
You are? Yeah, because they didn't want me to say... Yeah, they were like, oh, shut her up. Okay, never mind. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. See little antics they play? Fuck faces. Seriously.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Okay.
So what's going on over there, Venus?
Not much, It's like I have to take the dog out soon, and it's been all plasma out there, so at any moment we could just blow up. It's great. I love it.
Oh. Oh.
Positive there.
Life is but a dream.
I know, right?
Yep. Is this a real life or just a fantasy?
Remember that movie, What Dreams May
Come.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yes, that was such an intense.
He stepped in the picture and he was like messing it up because he was sinking in the...
I need to watch
it. That was weird.
I want to watch that one again. I remember just being like, wow. It was really really intense for me. That was a long time ago. I know. Mine erased. My mind wiped, so I gotta watch it.
When did that come out? Man, that must have been early 2000s. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or 90s. I'm not sure.
All I know is this was great. Oh, Dave, do you want the last piece of my... Okay.
Such as life in the Matrix.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, I'm tired of it, man.
Well, I'm ready to enjoy the Matrix now because I'm just sick of being miserable. It's like, how much misery are we going to put up with before we just have fun for a while until it's done? Or whatever.
Well, it seems like there's always misery lately. Whichever way you turn.
I know. Trust me.
It's miserable.
Yeah, that's why I got on here. I was like, I could cry or I could come on here and fight the force. Yeah.
Well, I was in pretty much trouble, and my soul group was like, and I was like, okay, time to get coconut oil in the places. So then I did it, and I sprayed too. And then they were able to scoop them up and take them away. So now they're on their way back. I can still hear them.
They scoop them up and take them away.
Yeah. You know, they do their energy web, and then they pulse it a couple times, and then boom, they all strike and just like scoop them up in the energy thing, and they take them up through the light.
Well, it's going to be hard not to be able to get in the shower, right?
I know. I gotta go.
Do you have a big soup pan that you could boil water in, like a big?
Nah, well, just a regular pot.
Not like
'Cause
a
I
big
can't.
one. 20.
I'm gonna have to do it like what? I'm gonna have to put. I'm gonna have to boil my tea kettle and put some water in a basin and do spot baths and just like get them all off of me all over. It's just more hassle, but I mean I still
They
can
told you
do
not to
it.
shower in it. Did they told you not to shower in it?
It's filled with bacteria.
Ugh.
They said don't use the water for cooking, washing, or anything. And I was like,
Wow.
fuck.
But you could use it if you boil it, they said.
Yeah, if you boil it.
So you need
But
a
you
big.
gotta really boil it. Well, I rinsed off those vegetables. I forgot, and I rinsed off those vegetables, and then I go, oh shit, boil water. Well, so now it's on those things, and I go, oh well, maybe it's just some bullshit they're saying. So I stuck them in the oven, and then I ate some of the green one, and I started feeling sick. It just had the first bite in my mouth, and it felt bad. So I spit it out like something was rotten, and I know that those things weren't rotten. I just picked them up out of the hall that day, and there was
Right.
nothing on them. So it was I rinsed them, and I thought, well, if you cook it, then they wouldn't be there, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I couldn't eat it. I ended up throwing them away.
Oh.
But I did eat two of the sweet potatoes. So I
Is this
guess
your
there
whole
is some
town?
shit on the water.
Is this your whole town?
I suppose. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
I guess
And
everybody
I
has something going on.
and I only got my feet. Kathleen's the one with the car, but I don't know what they're doing.
Wow. See, something's going on in everywhere. You're dealing with something anywhere you are.
Well, the Atlanta water supply, they were checking for, money pox and the other thing, the other
Yeah.
scare. So,
Yeah,
Don't
they had
check-
a whole thing on there.
They
No,
check
wait.
the sewer systems for the you know what.
yeah. And that's something that they've been doing that, I think, since last year or for some time. Randomly. So it makes you wonder if they're just putting it everywhere. Payloads, food, water, sewage. So everybody gets it whatever which way you get it. Little here, little there. Ooh.
They missed taking Nicole. Damn it. Unless she snuck away and got back here.
Sneaky.
Sneaky Nicole.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
mad like that.
Oh man. Well, she was on my shoulder or something, and I couldn't feel her, and she got on my hat and clicked, and I was like,
Or clickers.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't have a voice. They're all telepathic, so they
How do you know her name
installed
is
clickers. Why would they install clickers in me?
When did she tell you her name was Nicole?
Years ago.
Yeah, years ago, I asked their names and they gave me names telepathically. You know,
Wow.
I said, "Who's the left clicker?" That's the main dude. He's the manager type, where he comes around. He makes his rounds between all of the souls that he's in charge of keeping here. So, you know, and he kept telling me, you remember who you are. You know who you are. And it kind of helped me to do that. So it's like, it may be bad, but you can
And this
learn from them if you just
guy?
know that they're full of bullshit.
And this is
What?
a little tiny guy. He's a tiny guy.
He's the one that's in the middle in the picture of on my shoulder. He's the one in the middle that looks like he's got a helmet on his head or something.
So they're like less than an inch tall.
Yeah, but the consciousness is a non-physical entity that runs the AI little silicone shit, and he's protected because of because if he's protecting himself from the environment. So he's like the bigger boss of Nicole. She's in charge of keeping tabs on me. And she alerts him telepathically when I'm talking about something they don't want me to talk about, or like if I she gives him like status reports basically.
So you have a whole
Okay.
crew on you.
Everybody does. They're stealth in most cases.
I have a 175-pound one.
A dragon, huh? That's how big?
Not a dragon, no.
Oh.
The dragon must weigh at least like 5,000 pounds.
Well, that's what I was wondering. So what's this 175 pounder? I don't know.
175 pounds of
You do know.
torment.
You. Oh, you. Oh, I thought. Never mind. I was thinking. I got you. Well, okay. Well, I was thinking we were talking about.
420, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I get a little tired, and I sometimes fade in and out. I'm working on that. I'm trying to ration here, so Come on, help us sister out.
Well, see, like when you're talking about those small ones that are like an inch tall, and one of them looks like he has a helmet on. This just makes me think about. I'm not going to say any names, but let's just say Mr. Nelson the other night. He's probably one of those type of fellas wearing the helmet, sitting behind his desk, drinking some booze, zapping people, and mind fucking them.
Oh, Nelson, dude.
Yeah.
You had a meeting with him. What happened?
No, he never found me.
He's
terrible at his job.
I told him that. I know. I did though.
You're like, I told him that.
I told him right at the beginning.
Hey, Venus, have you heard anything from Seven? Is he like crying in the video?
He has put up a video since he got busted. He is silent.
He
Finally shut down.
Wow. Oh, I'm going to rehab. We're going to AA.
Yeah, it's been like how many days now? It's been a week of Friday. I guess it's been 10 days, and Seven is not visible anywhere.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
talking about since the interview?
Yeah.
That was the 7th. That was a big night. Do y'all even realize what all happened that night?
The 7 was exposed on the
I did.
7th.
Yeah, but not just that.
Right, the 7 was exposed on the 7th.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. That's good.
Well, we found out he was bi. So.
Well, I've
What happened, Fang?
Well, I wasn't even speaking about 7, but there was a whole ritualistic type thing going on in Cincinnati that whole night.
Really?
There were 2 pew-pews that happened. I'm not going to say the word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. One of them was covered up. The second one happened to cover up the first one. And it happened right after that live stream went off, shortly after there. Because I had gone to that live stream to meet one of my friends that I knew that would be there. And I've not been able to get in contact with her since last November, the 21st. Not by phone, not by computer, not by anything. I'm totally cut off. They shut off all my communications between that person and myself. And that night I went in that room, we could actually see each other and talk. So we exchanged whatever we needed to do. And then right after that, that's when one of those other mass pew-pews went off over the Rhine territory in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then the whole time that was happening, I mean, same day, headlines all over the place talking about the Rhine in Germany, the Rhine River drying up. So it's all ritualistic crap.
Right.
And they could have easily been trying to pull off of him because that's when the Lion Gate opened.
Right. So
And the good Lord above put me into the middle of that situation to take care of it. And it's finally done. It took me a whole week to get it finalized, but today was the final day. So since last Saturday, since the 7th to the 14th, he closed the Lion Gates tonight. Father in heaven did. And so much went on. They tried to usurp the power coming through the Lion's Gate because the light coming through, it actually took. So the spark ignited. I'm not sure how to explain this, but it was a major event. And the dark side tried to usurp it. They've been searching everybody for the dark essence that went missing. They can't find it. But, oh well, I guess Father in heaven knows where it's at.
Right. Interesting.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
Somewhat. I know you do.
Oh shit! I'll be back trying to go up my ass.
But they've been scanning people, scanning everybody. Have you been laying there in the night and like being scanned and feeling like your body's about to rip apart? That's that. They were scanning. It was the AI scanning.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the dark essence has gone missing. Not to Father, but to the filth side of things.
Right.
So, anyway, their plans got totally interrupted because as soon as all that happened, because I mean, we talked there for a minute, tried to get on the phone together, and then everything was shut down again. And right that second, once I found out about the pew-pews, I went ahead and did the remittance of sin over all the spilt blood onto the earth, because that's how they telemetrate. They'll use the telemetry of the innocent blood, because they arrange these things. And so the blood soaks into the earth, and then the earth obviously communicates with the outer, with the energies coming through from the Lion Gate or whatever portals open. That's how they gauge it and project themselves into the situation, into the celestial area of things.
Right.
And so if you remit sin, walking in the remitting of sin, like stand in the gap and offer that blood that was spilt in innocence back up to Creator and our Father in heaven, He honors that. Let's say that you have a intersection and there's always every day there's a wreck there. That means something terrible is stuck there. Remit the sin over that area and it will clear it up. It might take you a few times, you know what I'm saying? Because it's very persistent. The area always wants more blood, so they're crashing people into each other and all kind of things. I've lived in several places like that. And the the remittance of sin and standing in the gap and offering it up back to Father out of the earth, it cuts off their telemetry, the AI telemetry, from projecting into the atmosphere and on out to wherever it's going.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very-
if Henry Groover is the best prayer walker I've ever met, and I learned that from him. He has a website. He's passed away now, but he did it. He was known as the prayer walker all across the world. He went and did this sort of thing. And it works. It's very powerful. And it cuts off. I mean, as soon as I heard about those shootings, it might have been even the next day, because I got up and I learned there was actually two. There was only one reported on in the newspapers. The other one, Father got me the information through somebody kind of thing. But you know what I'm trying to tell you?
Right.
He'll get you the information. And as soon as you hear the information, do something about it. Because then you're standing in the gap and it just totally destroyed them. And then that's when Mr. Nelson and all them start coming in here looking for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not stupid. They know who we all are. They just don't know how to find me on the astral plane. That's why that dude was coming to you. You take care of him. I'm nowhere near where everybody else is. I mean, as far as on the astral plane.
Uh-huh.
Where I'm at, there's not another human being on the face of the earth. So, I mean, I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but I'm just saying during certain things, like say this thing that just occurred. You see what I mean? That took
Right.
you all the way to Orion solar system type stuff. See?
Very interesting.
Yeah. So, but the light got what they were trying to usurp. Okay, you know how they're saying we have a second sun, right? Or the new sun coming in, right? With everything
Right.
happening. So
Uh-huh.
that thing's moving in the infrared. It's not spark light yet. But
Right.
through this Lion's Gate, and I'm telling you firsthand eyewitness experience. I bore witness as a heavenly witness. Okay? And this is critical stuff I'm talking about here. You're not going to get this anywhere else. Just because I was there, there was nobody else there. I mean, I'm not saying nobody else didn't see it, but I'm just saying I saw. But the light that came through in that portal gate, they were trying to usurp that energy. The dark side was. And that interview that evening with Seven, they knew that my friend would be in there, and she's tied into the heart chakra of Father in heaven. I'm not going to say any names and get all into it and all that kind of stuff, but so am I. I'm also tied into that heart chakra.
Right.
A lot of us are, we have certain things we do, or we move up and down, or whoever is available and what he needs, he'll pull you into it. But they didn't usurp the light is the most important thing. And the sun was ignited. It's probably not happened as far as our eyes go yet, but it has to happen in the spirit world before it happens here, right?
Exactly.
So in the spirit world, even though I was standing on earth when it happened, so we're like right there. You see what I mean? It's not necessarily in the spirit. I've been watching it in spirit move in the darkness, just tearing the stars up for months now.
Yeah, we've been having plasma storms every day since then.
It's affecting us
For
greatly.
about a week. Yeah.
And soon we're going to have the real hardcore effects. I don't know how soon. Everything's up to, Father in heaven. He's the one that
Right.
runs this, nobody else. And he's assured to tell us that no one knows anything, because and his word will come true. And his ways are not our ways. So nobody's going to know exactly anything, but boy, is it getting close. And that's what all that garbage was the other night with Mr. Nelson and, blah, blah, blah. I mean, just boring. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's pretty boring, but the sky sure isn't boring.
no, the sky and what we're discussing is not boring, but they have the only thing that they have to use is their E-bond suits and those helmets. You know what I mean? Like a super soldier style stuff. That's all they have. They have no natural ability. They've squashed themselves so hard. They don't have any natural ability. So what are they doing? They're trafficking kids, they're trafficking people, they're tearing everything to pieces just to open portals and try to get somewhere. And it's like, none of this is necessary. You know?
Yeah.
That's not how you don't travel the stars in a spaceship, people. That's not how this works. I mean, you might have a chariot. I'm not saying that people don't, because I know I have one, but I can't access it here on Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
Well, around here, I don't know. The last week, the sky is just like from the morning till night, like just the fantastic creatures marching across the sky all day.
Unbelievable amounts of them. Same
Yeah, I
here.
saw like winged beings and I don't know, things that look like bears that were like just showing up like one little spot of cloud and then blowing up into this big thing with details,
Yeah.
detailed features, and then more coming by. And then there was like some shepherd with a bunch of like cats walking by. It was crazy what I was watching in the sky this afternoon.
It's like that every day, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's-
especially this last week.
yeah.
Because it's like it's not covered up with like chemtrails. It's actually big, puffy clouds doing all these formations across the sky and turning like rainbow colors and just crazy.
I've
I don't
been
know
seeing
how
it
anyone
too.
can't see it.
I can see it because people aren't looking. That they'll look up and like glance at something and they'll look down. If somebody spent 10 minutes outside and actually looked up, you're going to see something.
Yeah.
It takes no time at all. I
Yeah, I
mean,
just sit in my sunroom today. I have big windows and I have a big good view. Just watching the sky, just like all this stuff marching across the sky, like they're all in migration or something.
hmm
And some
and
of them look like those paintings, those Bosch and Bruegel paintings. And some look like fantastic creatures, mythological creatures, all sorts of stuff.
exactly. And then see, and after all this happened, because the gate just closed today, and then I got back from doing what I needed to do, and I get on here and like that dude from like Full Spectrum Survival. I haven't looked at the video, I haven't looked at any information, but just the headline across the top of it. He's not really a clickbait person. It says they're trying to blow up a nuclear plant somewhere. I'm guessing in the Ukraine kind of stuff.
Oh, that's been going on. Yeah, it's been going on for a
Yeah,
while.
but they're doing that sort of thing to try to stop the good guys
I'm back.
energetically. Because once you use stuff like that, it goes through all the realms.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay here. And
Yeah,
and the people doing this kind of stuff, our fellow human beings, um,
right.
they've really fucked up many realms and pissed off a lot of stuff. A Ragnarok is soon to be here, apparently. If not now, then after the rain, 1,000-year reign kind of information. I'm not sure I think we're at the start of that almost. But I don't know. Some people think we've already done that and we're at the end. I don't think that, but I don't know. I mean, I try to keep prepared either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't feel like we really have a lot of time left
Right.
to hang around here.
I don't either. I know that because it all describes, angels being loosed and, reaping 1/3 of the entire population. I think that's
Did that happen already?
it's already happening.
Yeah, I mean
You
that's
heard it.
it happened because maybe there's a lot of people missing.
There are.
Yeah,
There
where are
must
all
there
these immigrants going? I'm not seeing these immigrants anywhere.
Yeah,
well,
what's up with that
the
shit?
South is kind of full of them. So
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah.
that was because the first Obama influx and that. No, that's because the Olympics, the '96 Olympics, and then.
Well, I don't know what happened, but they're packed in down here in the South.
Really?
Not recent.
Many
Not
of-
recent. Yeah, oh, it's back here, but it's not recent. It's not. There's not. It's been this way.
Like a recent one that you noticed, right, Mystic?
Oh well, that would be Obama years, most definitely.
Yeah, in the Obama years, there was so much like there are camps around, unfriendly camps around. I mean, there's some in Commerce, Georgia. There's southern Georgia and the areas. I mean, every state's got them.
It's bad here, man.
It is.
I haven't seen one.
Oh,
Yeah, around here, no.
come to Georgia.
It's
Yeah.
weird when you get up north, you know. It was totally different, you know. When I was, you know, south, I'm way north now, you know.
Well, they
Yeah.
probably don't want to come to Michigan because of the weather.
No, they're shipping them here because we're Bible thumper, gun toting people. That's why. And we're the problem. Most, like, you know, people in California, they just bow down. You know what I mean? So many
Yeah, well,
places just.
down, you know, down the mountain, yeah, it's really bad. It's overpopulated and it's full
Yeah.
of
I mean,
people.
I've looked at those streets of San Francisco and like all that stuff. I've been there before, and man, it looks horrible. It looks like a third world country.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
lived
the
there when it was a beautiful, clean city. It was beautiful, and people were
beautiful
polite.
city?
It
Beautiful
was like
city.
a European city. It wasn't like being in America. It was very European.
It was awesome. And now, what is it like? You live there. What's it like firsthand?
No, I don't live there anymore, dude.
You got out of there.
I've been out for 4 years. I've been up on all the way north, the border, pretty much of Nevada and California, and Oregon.
Mm.
But there's a
I'm
lot
a-
going on. So anything anybody can do, and you know how to do it, just do it. You know what I mean? But that standing in the gap is huge. It works really intensely. And it does foul up their plans. And we're already getting attacked, so that's why I'm trying to learn how to deal with that better. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
I've got mine pretty good down. I mean,
I do too.
so I feel bad for people who don't.
I have 3 angels standing wing to wing around me.
There you go. So
Wing to wing.
that's wonderful.
How do I get it?
Well, I hope what I said made some sort of coherent sense. I was trying to do it.
I understand what you're saying.
I know you do, but I wonder if everybody else does.
40 years. 40 years.
Yeah, I know you understand, but I'm hoping that other people might have understood. But if not, that's even better. Whatever. If you either understood or you didn't understand, I don't feel like I can explain it any deeper for safety reasons.
Right.
Well, I missed most of it, but I know.
You'll have to rerun.
But what I caught, I don't participate in belief systems, so it's all right.
I believe anything, really, if you want to call it belief.
Right, I don't believe anything here. This all has no merit
Knowing
at
it's not,
origin. Only things that merit. You have to strip human right off of you to do it.
it's
Blank
more
slate
knowing,
yourself.
knowing thyself. No, it's knowing, not believing. Believing
Right.
is
Bullshit.
Well, from my perspective, I knew what was happening. I could see it, and I'll be damned if I was going to sit there and do nothing and let the dark side usurp what was coming through. That would have been wrong.
Doesn't mean that it wasn't a deception, illusion,
I don't care.
hologram.
I really don't care. I know better.
I literally protected this neighborhood from that light.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about. Protecting your neighbors.
Yeah, I did a protection over my whole little town.
And
Even the clown lady,
I thought about all the animals and the children and, the much older people that live around me.
Well, that's exactly what I do, Venus.
Yeah.
I don't just do mine. I do protection over even my family's neighborhoods, in my neighborhood, and as far as I want to go, I'm trying to learn to stitch. I mean, I know somebody who can push theirs like 400 miles. That's impressive.
Hey, look at Mystic's lights. Don't they look like they're pulsating? Are they really pulsating, or is it?
No, they're not.
Yeah,
They
They're
are.
not pulsating. But on screen they're
Oh, wait a
pulsing. They're
minute.
like
Yeah, they are. They're changing
brighter
color.
and
No, you're
lighter.
right. They are, Leslie. I didn't know that they pulsated. For some reason, they're pulsating. They never did before. I never seen
It's
them
like
before.
you made your orbs.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look at that, if you look at the map of Cincinnati and that over the Rhine territory and look at the way it's shaped,
My bed.
they call it the gate, like the gate entry. But if you look at the borough itself and the way it's shaped, I mean, it just tells a story there. I tell you what, it looked like a big giant funnel that they were
Well,
ready to.
Cincinnati looks like it's some sort of portal.
Yeah, but this absolute Rhine, because they've been going off that Rhine in Germany, and now they're over the Rhine doing this kind of crap the same night on the 7th, at the very beginning of the 7th. Because, I mean, I think the live stream started actually on the 6th, but the 7th, because it kept going on into the 7th out, into the early mornings, like 12:30 or something like that. And then, I think 1:30 or something is when that second pew pew happened. And the first one was never even reported.
I saw Chad and his crew. He hangs around with these other two dudes. And I saw his face on the East Coast towards the south. It might even have been right by Georgia, or it was like when you look at it, you can see like different things in the structures. And I saw his face outlined over a wide area. It was really weird with his other gang. It's like they all got their territories to control. But why isn't he down there instead of up here? I mean, relocated?
Who knows? What you have to do is just see what's happening around you. Because what we were talking about is all exactly about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how this stuff happens. It happens just like that. And it's like if you can recognize it, and luckily I've been kind of doing this long enough, I recognize the patterns. And then I was put into the middle of the position, so obviously it was up to me to do it. You understand what I'm saying? There was nobody else knowing to do this. So I took care of it.
Yeah, well.
And it's taken a week. It's been a solid week happening. But it's been so worth it. It was beautiful to me because this actually started for me. You can see the very first, this has been going on for me for like 3 years, this build up to this point of the igniting. For 3 years, the very first sky videos I ever posted, I waited like 7 to 10 years to go to that Georgia Guidestones. I was waiting on Father in Heaven to say, go. And then when he did it, it was pouring down rain. I just grabbed my stuff, jumped in the car, and went and caught that very first footage I've ever posted. And I didn't know it was the Lions Gate, but it was on the Lions Gate of 2019.
Wow.
Yes. And then he called me in again on this one, right into the center of it. And then that's what happened. It's 3 years later. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on a go right now.
Yeah, just hang tight, wait on that go, and there you go.
I'm not moving until I get the go.
I never do it until I get the go.
I'm totally prepared, just preparing.
That's
when
right.
I get the go, that's it.
That's me. I'm always prepared, and when it's time to be sent, I'm ready.
I never do anything unless I get the go.
That's critical. People don't understand that. Because that's where you're cutting the hairs. If you send yourself and you don't wait on the go, then that is the same as do as thou wilt is the whole of the law, which Aleister Crowley was all about. And that in the Team Satan section, or however you want to call it, the filth section. But if you wait on that go and you wait on the instincts and you wait until everything is perfect, then you're truly protected. Because if you send yourself, you're not going to be protected. If you wait on that, you have to wait. I call it to be sent. If you wait on that to be sent moment, then you're protected fully.
Exactly.
And then it's granted and honored in the heavenly realm, in the full construct of all of creation.
Yeah.
So
It's like it. Yeah, I've learned not to do anything of my own intentions ever.
Yeah, you get your ass kicked and handed to you, don't you?
For probably at least now about a good 10 years, I don't do anything without a go. Like even like I said, I walked into the supermarket and turned around and went back home.
Yep.
Like I just wasn't. I couldn't be there. I had to go.
Mine started when I was so young. At 4 years old, I had enough by the time I was 4. And I sat down and I told the good Lord above, or whatever you want to call him, I said, Father, I'm never going back there again unless you send me. And I've been rolling like that for 50 years. And it's good. It's a good thing. Even though I got sidetracked there for a long time. You know how it goes. But it's all good now. So
I almost ended up in the OTO.
Did you?
Almost.
Girl, that would have been hardcore hell.
I walked away. I was just an observer. I was an observer. They let you walk away. They don't care.
I hear you. I don't know what's been going on with me. My story's so weird. I don't even know. Oh.
I went through every kind of whatever spiritual training or whatever you want to call it available, and Buddhism.
Great.
Years, hardcore. I used to hang out at Esalen on the California coast.
Wow.
The famous experimental hippie sanctuary or whatever.
Right.
I saw a human turn into a demon. Oh, yeah. Man.
That's happening more and more. Even people on YouTube are doing it.
That's one of them, yeah.
It's like
China Miss Jones, and I gotta keep her on my channel because my higher selves came. That's telling you right there about that stream, man.
Say that again?
China Miss Jones channel.
She was in that live stream the other night.
Yeah.
She's the one that turned into a demon. She took it down.
So do you see how that works?
She made this short video and she took it down. She just put it up and I started watching it and the energy was so dark that I didn't even control it. I just acted intuitively to stop it right there and I got right out. And then about an hour later, I went back and I go, well, maybe I should finish it, see. And I went back there and it was gone. She removed it.
Thank you, Leslie, for that bit of information. You just added to my catalog. I appreciate that very much.
It's funny how I ended up in that stream too that night because I was there. I was there and watched Seven go off live, man. And it was like I was just I was going to go to sleep, and I don't know, looking through my subscriptions, and I found it because I'm not like subscribed to Jackie Fox, and I ended up. I saw you. And I just sat and watched what was going on. It was like.
Well, I'm talking about the actual one on the 7th.
Yes.
I don't want to say names. JB and Seven. You were there too?
Yes. I was there at that.
So you were also sent there too then?
Yeah.
So was I, because I came in on Mystic's channel and she had popped it up to watch it on her screen, and I knew instantly when I saw that I had to go over there. And so I went over there because I knew the person that I was looking for would be there without a doubt. I knew it.
Yep. Right.
And you know the person, Venus, but I'm not going to say the name out loud just because of respect. They got nothing to do with any of this. They don't know any of this. You see what I'm trying to tell you? And I've got no way to get in touch with the person to tell them. So I took care of it.
Right.
Fascinating. So now y'all both dropped me some more information. I appreciate it, ladies, very, very much.
Oh.
Seven, we became totally inhabited. I hope that he didn't do anything bad to himself.
Well, they were using him for that energy, for that portal connection. I'm convinced of it. Him and the other young lady that Leslie just mentioned,
China Miss Jones.
She was in there also. And I'm
Right.
not saying JB had anything to do with this at all. People would get usurped. You know what I'm saying?
He want to call us what are we, Venus?
Not
again?
so fun tribe.
We're what?
Not so fun tribe.
Oh, well, whatever. But I mean, I don't know, but that's how that worked. That's how that worked out, and it just ended tonight at sundown. So I've been on that duty doing this from that moment that we were in that room until now, right before I got here tonight. And it worked out beautifully.
Well, I hope that Seven didn't harm himself.
I hope not
No,
either.
I don't think so, guys. He didn't. He's too ego. No, he's just playing the game. Oh, I'm
No,
taking.
it's more than that.
That was serious. That was a total humiliation for him.
It doesn't matter when you have ego. It does not matter. These people are egotistic, narcissists, and are really psychotic. I mean, so I really
With
I
that,
see him coming back in a week like they all do. Give him a little while.
a week.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was left of his community dissed him so badly. They were all.
Did his numbers drop? Did anybody check, like, copy his channel numbers?
I quit going there years ago.
His numbers you never drop. People just the chat room drops. That's what it does. I mean, he went from having a lot of people in his chat to hardly any.
He ran me off years ago.
He ran me and Leslie.
Yeah, but through synchronicity, you just sometimes you'll check back on your channels that you're booted. What, Mystic?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I checked back. Or I'm subbed to my
Anyway,
adversaries.
I think that's fascinating that Leslie had that information and Venus, you were there. I didn't know you were there. That's very good, though. I like that. I like
I
knowing
just
that.
end up places. I don't know how it happens.
Well,
I'm
see,
not.
that's what happened to me. But I was like, as soon as I came into the Mystic's room here and I saw, because it was coming up on the screen because she was videoing, running it, I went over there instantly. And then all that shit unfolded for a whole week. And nobody knows it but us. You're not going to get any of this out of a newspaper.
So he was at that, JB's channel before he did the Fox thing. That was the day before or the day after?
It was literally like 12:30 a.m. in the morning on the 7th when the one that with JB and him closed down.
And then Jackie Fox and him.
Oh, that was the next day?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know anything about that one.
Morning, afternoon.
Really? This is all so fascinating to me. I had no idea that the internet was used like this.
And that we got all hooked up with these people. It's like.
Yeah, and then we merged together and then subbed the people, and then we just stumble upon some shit,
I'm constantly stumbling upon some shit. I'm just floored. I thought, I don't know, I come from good people, you know what I mean? And people aren't very good.
No.
I'm not saying I'm good. I've done some really horrible shit in my life, but I've cleaned myself up and done the work to change my life, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
well, Bro
Sanchez.
Wow,
I'm just blown away.
Bro Sanchez just said the money symbol, the snakes, all that.
Well, apparently most of the tech, because in the scripture it talks about, going to the promised land, and that's what this land has always been called, the promised land. This was like the land of the giants, even though I know the giants were all over the world, but they kind of really liked it here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but not all of it, not the coastline. It was more like inner belly up toward the north into Canada and stuff like that. Because you can see the population. I mean, because it used to be called all Louisiana across the bottom in the south here. That was all Louisiana. Even where Atlanta is and Georgia. I'm talking about old times, right? Oh, back. And then the coastline was full of regular people. And down in Mexico was regular people. And then you get up past that Mason-Dixon line a bit, and it all was unexplored territory as far as do not go here. Giants lived here. It even had
Well,
giants.
Nevada, and there's this town called Lovelock. It's kind of close to me, and there's these caves, and it's all like history. They have plaques talking about the red-haired giants that the Indians killed because they were eating the people. They'd come out of the caves and eat the people in the town. So the Native Americans got together and burnt them up in their caves.
That's what I did.
This
That's
is
one of my duties.
a park in Nevada. These caves, the Giants Caves.
Yeah, it's riddled. That's where all these and there's portals and there's places to go to like to transfer yourself down into those underworld cities. There's nothing returning to Earth, quote unquote. They're already here. They're just going to reveal themselves. And the belly of Earth goes much deeper than anything that goes over our heads. But there is a snake pit over our head too. I know that for sure. But so they've got it. It's just like they say in scripture, how, you know, I will be like the Most High, and it states 8 things. If you study just those 8 things, you'll understand so much of what's going on here on this planet. And it's not a hard study. And it's just amazing. And I find the more that I understand the kingdom of heaven, I can see what the enemy's doing, because it's mockery. It's every bit mockery. I will be like heaven. I will be like, you know what I'm saying, trying to recreate the heaven where, you know, they felt where the Nephilim fell from. So it's very fascinating.
Yeah, it is all mockery.
Fairy tales usually are.
Well, it's we're living it. That's what you call the soup.
I don't believe it's like fairy tales. It's like,
I don't either.
it's where all the mythology came from. It's like, you know, there's traces of it everywhere, especially if you live out west. You know, there's places that I drive through that remind me of the Valley of the Gods. It's just like really high desert with what it looks like giant buildings that were blown out and melted, and there's actual windows and doors still, and you could just see that, you know, there were giants.
Wow.
And there was very, you know, not very long ago. I don't believe any of the history.
I don't either.
It's all lies. It's all lies.
I agree.
We could have had a reset a few hundred years ago.
And everything that everybody perceives with their 5 senses sees all the lies. But not many know that it's not true. It's not the reality.
They're going to know real soon, Leslie. They're going to be right here where we're at. People are already starting. Everybody's talking about the last couple of days, like in that 10th, just like in that Lion Gates portal and something. I heard the word things cracked open, something cracked open. And I'm not talking about people like in the news. I'm talking about good people on the YouTube channels, like people that I know, you know, that I watch regularly. That like 3 people said it, and I was like, whoa. And I was like, but the thing is, people perceive it as a bad thing when something good in the celestials are actually happening. But what it's doing is it's scrambling people's insides. Either people are waking up real fast, like boom, just in this past week, or it's stirring the darkness, you know? So a little bit more further, the separation of and people are getting weirder and weirder by the moment. So, but I thought it was a beautiful thing, what just occurred. Even though it's going to not be beautiful to people that are full of darkness.
No.
Correct.
And people don't realize that the slightest thing that happens here just resonates out through the layers.
It does. And that's exactly how it works.
Hey, Fang.
Yeah.
Did you know that China Miss Jones recently came into some money?
I don't know
anybody. Last year.
I don't know anything about that person.
That's what changed her.
Wow.
A couple months of being a rich bitch, she turned satanic, man.
Well, that's happening to a lot
weird.
of people. Remember when Mary was in here and she was talking about her own family? Same thing, like inheritance of land, and then part of her family went weird, and that sort of thing. And this is how it's going to be used. A lot of people we're coming to the head, where they got us in these vice grips of short on food, short on this, short on that, trying to change things to get us in this position where we'll scream out for help. But what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up giving people are actually going to end up having money. And then this is going to be the slowest deception. I mean, it's going to be so subtle that people aren't going to get, they're going to start making choices, just like the individual you just spoke of, Leslie. They'll make
Yeah.
choices, and it's going to taint them. And we're right there on the cusp of like disaster. It's either going to be disaster for you, or it's going to be heaven sent for you, and you're just watching the disaster. But that's what tells you we're on that cusp of it happening. And it's going to roll out that, like, poor people are going to actually have some money, and it's like, will they actually, keep your senses about you if you actually have some money? You see what I mean? Because they've been talking about all this gold and all this and all the wealth of the world. And if y'all don't know anything about that Kim Gogan, y'all need to check into her. Apparently, she runs all of that kind of stuff now. Took over the position from Marduk. I can't, in my least, decide if she's on the good side or bad side. I don't know. So, she talks a good talk. But I'm still out on that one. But people are going to have a little money. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of resources.
I don't
Are you going to
see
take
it.
that and get used to it? Are you going to accept it to join the citizenship of the new kingdom that's forming as we're watching? It's already here. The Asgard is already here and developed. It's in the sky above our heads also. That's what I call the snake pit.
Those floating triangles.
They've already got their own constitution. I mean, for years now, this is like old news. They've got the Elysium style. You know what I mean? So
keep your lips trimmed and burning.
that's
Watch
what I'm
for
saying.
signs in the sky.
Exactly. And listen to your intuition, listen to your angels, listen to your soul group, whatever. Keep sharp, people. This is the main. Keep sharp. It's no time to go dwindling off the edge. No time to pick up a drug habit.
No.
Oh, no. Any day now.
Any day now.
Yeah. If you're not aware, if you're like in a stupor or whatever, man, you don't have time for that.
Not at all.
Well, my soul group is telling me I gotta come home.
Well, when it's time, that's when it will happen. So.
Well, they're making their way back to me, and they got really close the last couple times to where I thought, oh, this is it. But the Chad bastard, man, he ruins everything.
Well, it happened at the right time.
I just gotta get past him. I did it before when I did the alignment. They made it tough for me to do my alignment too, because they were blocking and doing everything to try and stop me, and they didn't stop me. I got past them. So I just gotta do it one more time. All I need is 4 seconds.
That's all.
4 seconds.
It happened to everybody at once.
I think it's going to be a little here, a little there. We're watching it happen all around us. I think. Subtle. It's going to be all subtle style. But I think at some point, yeah, the sky is going to rip right off. The whole sky is going to rip away.
Roll up like a scroll.
I saw that in a standing vision, premonition vision. I was wide awake. I was living in the house I live in now, and I didn't live in that house then. And
tell you, the last week I've spent a lot of time doing a lot of stuff in my dreams. Like, I am so tired when I wake up in the morning because I am so busy.
Yep. That's been me for at least 3 or 4 years. Solid. So, but I'm kind of on top of it. You know what I mean?
Do not trust your dreams. Do not trust.
Oh, I know what to. I know myself. I know what to trust.
I do too. I know.
I can't be told not that I can't trust certain things because I know myself.
I'm the same way.
Yep.
I've been on the path a very long time.
Same here. School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Hard. Still is
Unfortunately.
really hard.
It's going to be until we're down. I mean, until we're done. Whatever that
Right.
means. You know what I'm saying?
I actually became
But I was
aware
wondering about you and your
more
leg. That's
than
probably
this.
all part of what's going on. You know what I'm saying, Venus? Your leg and your injury and stuff.
Well, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I understand completely. Well, hang in there and make sure you keep eating and taking it
I'm
easy.
good. I'm good. I take care of myself.
I know you do. Well, that's really reassuring to know that you were in there that night and that other person and the way that's set up. It even solidifies it more for me. I was already solidified about it. You see what I mean? But I see how it's all being arranged. You can see the good side battle and the bad side battle. It's all mixed in,
Yeah.
and you got to pay attention, folks, and be a part thereof.
Oh, I'm paying attention.
That's
Very
fantastic. What a
fascinating.
great conversation we've had this evening.
And you
I
know
am
what?
really
Question things about all kinds of people's networks. You know.
Well, I know that the artificial intelligence is off the chain, so it pretty much is running everything. So, and the way they have it is they have most of those things under the ground, but they're also hooking into magnets and stuff over our heads, causing some of the compression and things. Some of it's naturally done because of the system coming in, and some of it's not. It's like a race as to who can get to the bottom first. You see what I mean? But I believe this time, I know this time it's not going to be done by their hands. And it's going to be done by their hands on themselves. That sort of thing. So, because there's too many people actually doing the work. Even though nobody can see us doing it, you know what I mean? We're doing it. Day and night, night and day, day and night.
Yeah, that's the exhaustion I feel.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well,
Because, like, yeah, I go places the minute I close my eyes, man, I'm off doing something else.
That's right. Luckily, I've been on one task lately, but I've moved more into the earthly realm area since about that last blood moon at the end of May.
Oh, this moon was intense too, man.
Oh, it was. It was way intense. So that's why I've been doing all this all week. This has been going on in the other worlds, in this world. All the worlds have been affected by that Lion's Gate. It was a super intense one. But
Yeah, they're all connected.
They're all connected.
Yep.
But the beautiful part is Filth did not win that one. And that's what counts.
Well, they're not going to win.
They're not going to win at all, but they definitely didn't win that one. Well, I'm so glad to know that you were in there the other night. That really is interesting to me.
I just ended up there. Just like I ended up here one day.
Yeah, I just kind of ended up here one day too. Because I'd been watching Mystic for years, but I never ever commented on her chat. I didn't ever do anything. I watched her videos sometimes, but I never commented nothing. And then all of a sudden, I'm in here like on the dang panel. What happened?
Right.
Leslie told me to go, and she was in the chat at Sevens. This was years ago. And she told me that she was going to be on a panel, and it was Mystic's panel. And I don't know, there was some other weird girl in there with you guys. I hung out for a while and listened.
Oh, who was that, Mystic?
Karma. Huh?
I'm going to throw this out here. Nothing that we're discussing here is hearsay nor gossip. When we're talking about our lives, our personal lives here, and if it intertwines with other people's, then that's the way it is. This is not about bashing anyone. This is just about our own personal adventures, and we're sharing that.
I was thinking that today too. So I want to put that out there as well. Ditto.
So
it's just telling the truth.
It is. So
why do you have to not tell the truth, you know?
About your life. Yeah.
Well, good deal. What a great day I've had. I've had a great week myself. It's been strenuous, but so fruitful.
Yeah.
These kind of weeks make me real happy, you know. So
But this-
I have high points to the week, but it's been difficult because somebody in my realm has been taken over by demons recently. And
really,
it's out to like just target me.
uh-huh.
and
As
you
I say, I'm not going to react. Boy, I just want to. I'm a warrior. I want to attack. It's like you're bothering me. I want to just chop your
I
head.
get it. That's
Oh.
You don't want to plan. We already know, so you just know that you don't have to do anything. It will happen.
yeah, at the right
I'm
time.
waiting. Like I was telling Fang, I'm waiting for the word, man. I'm prepared.
Waiting
I
for the
did. I
word.
got all the little ends tied up. I'm totally prepared. I have a mission. I have a mission, and I have to go do it. And I'm just waiting for the go.
It's
That's
so
awesome.
sad.
I'm being sent somewhere to the
To do
code.
what? I know to do what though. What are
Well,
you
I'll make
doing?
I'll make
It's
sure to.
it's a spiritual thing.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
spiritual thing. You don't get instructions before it's done.
it's a
It's
spiritual thing. I'm supposed to, I think, meet somebody. I'm supposed to be somewhere to grow some stuff, observe some stuff.
Reconnaissance.
It's a growth thing. It's for growth. It's for
That's cool.
killing time.
I
Killing
love
time.
hearing. I love hearing other
yeah,
people talk
killing
about their
time.
experiences like this. I don't have anybody to talk to like this with stuff.
Yeah, I know,
I've
right?
always been like this. I move on and do things I'm
This-
supposed to do.
I
I've always
was
been like this
born with
too.
everything that I needed.
Well, me too. Like I said, at 4, I had it. I mean, how's a 4-year-old had it with the spiritual stuff and the astral world, and I was like,
I
like I'm done with
know.
this. I had grown in some wisdom at 4 years old.
I didn't need to enhance or grow or anything because I was born with what I needed, and the only thing I had to do was raise my awareness. And of course, that's not strictly just me alone, it's soul
I'm a
group.
Dixie. I've lived all over the place. I lived in Amsterdam for 6 months.
Oh,
In the
did
late,
you?
yeah,
I love
I've lived
Amsterdam.
all over the place.
Wow.
I don't like staying in one place. I
I'm
like
kind
going. I like going to different places and doing different things.
I like it.
Whenever I feel stifled, that's what I do, and I feel stifled right now.
You sound kind of like me. I grew up like that. My daddy was. We had gypsy. Obviously, got some gypsy in there somewhere. 'Cause, man,
Man, this was just the extra life, the life to exit. This is the life to exit. The previous lives I did what I was supposed to do. It wasn't supposed to be me doing anything this life. I just decided one day to do it. So but it's not like a must-have thing, you know.
I'm driven by. If it gets stagnant, I get driven to shake it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
interesting.
I don't like being stagnant. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah, that is a not a good fun feeling. Well, cool. What a great conversation. All right.
And Mystic's got her orbs. You're muted. Oh, no, you're not.
There we go. Yeah. I get my orbs, huh? I get my UFOs.
And the tail.
Oh, you got a tail.
Get a tail.
Ah,
Got tails.
that looked cool. Now her eyes are shining. No, that's a light outside. Going right through her tail.
Hey,
Oh,
Storm.
she's got it down.
Now he stood up.
Yeah.
Hey, Storm. Yeah. But isn't it funny? He sleeps with his tail moving like that. I think that's weird. Why? How do they do that? Do you know? Like, why do they do that? He sleeps.
Catnap?
Do that too.
Catnap?
go.
They're not like gone when they're sleeping. They're like catnaps, they say, right?
I guess, but he does this when he's sleeping. Like he
Venus.
Yeah.
Look at that tail.
You know that dude that came in, the Mr. Nelson that came in the other night,
Uh-huh.
and you saw him on the astral, right?
Yeah, I did.
Well, obviously he was looking for you too if you were there that night in that whole thing. That's the whole energy I'm talking about, that same night.
Right.
Or a few nights after that, Mr. Nelson, he was all about that stuff. That's what he was fishing for. So go ahead and take care of him if you're led to.
Yeah, I don't.
If you're
Yeah,
led
I
to.
don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's really around right now.
Okay,
Well,
good. I just
Ven-
I'm not seeing him, but you actually said you saw him. So.
Venus sees him like I do. She described it, and it was same as me. But I didn't see him on panel. I saw him.
No, it's not panel.
Right. I saw him other.
I see the precedings of things. I don't like to look at people, like, you know what I'm saying? But I could go into those depths and stuff, but I could see him clear as day, and he was walking under my feet.
I'll lay there in the dark and I'll see all these
Oh yeah,
creatures come and they get right up in your face, man.
they've been doing that to me for years.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't like the vampires.
Just tell them to go away, man. They flee.
Yep, basically.
We're so powerful.
We are, and people think we're stupid. And I'm going to tell people this: there's no need for you to get robotically enhanced. You are built perfect. You just have to learn to use your gifts. We're all telepathic. It's built into us. We're all psychic. It's built into us. Along with many other, empathy is built into us. It's nothing you have to add a chip to get, people. So remain original.
These aren't our true forms. Anyway.
Well, I'm talking about remaining original right here matters.
Right.
Inside all of us. You know those twinkling on the porch, Mystic? Those twinkles on the steps? That's about how big we are inside. And the little lights are the energy manifester, not the actual being. But they're small, and we're small. It reminded me of fairies, really, just like moving really fast. Everything's really super fast, you know, outside of the matrix. It's really super fast.
Definitely works in a different timeline.
Oh. So, yeah. Wow. What do you guys said? You Satanists, why you guys have to come over here right now?
Where you got Satanists at?
Oh, they're in here in the back room. Oh, I was on here with Code. So you guys are the ones that come in here and fuck with my channel. Come on now. Why you guys can't come back?
You need to make some people mods over here on the other channel.
Oh, I have to do it from the computer. I didn't know. I thought I'd done that.
There's no mods. You don't have any mods in the Mad Mystic 777.
Well, I am, but I can't see it.
Kick them out from here, but I kick them out. It doesn't matter.
Fang is.
I'm a mod on Agent Orange.
Oh.
There's no mods over here. That's why they're all over here.
Okay. You're not on the computer, you said, Mystic? I'll go over there and you can mod me.
I'm not on the computer, so it really doesn't matter because
we'll do it tomorrow. You can mod me on all of them if you want to.
Yeah, it don't really matter. They can talk wherever they want. I can block them from here, but certain people, you can block them all you want and they'll still come back. And they've been doing this for a while, so it's like.
Yeah, but then they have to go make another channel and they have to go do all that. 'Cause you know what? They're not any kind of hackers or anything. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I could have someone that lives in my house just totally get on a computer and know exactly where they are, and pinpoint exactly where they're located, and possibly get a cam if they're on a computer or even their phone. So
He says he's not a Satanist. He wants to talk about the nanobots. Really? Well, why aren't you talking about them in the chat? Wouldn't like the dudes with you guys? Listen, dudes, to get to first base, even with chicks, and to get laid, you need to start off like fucking chat. You don't just fucking go. Fucking, "Hey, can I talk to you about this?" That's why you guys come about it. Like, aren't you slicker than that? Don't you got some skills? Fuck.
That's
Mad skills.
That's why I say most of those are bots, because no, they don't have any kind of smoozy at all.
I
You're
know.
coming to the Mad Skills Mystic channel.
I know who he is, and I remember him, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are you gonna try to play the same lame ass shit?
Be
Yeah,
original.
yeah, get some skills, please. I mean, these guys these days have no like skills. I don't know, like they're just terrible. It's like, why would we want to date these men?
No romance at all.
No romance. They're just fucking wide open and just douchebags, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you gotta shake hands first.
Like,
Come on.
it's like such a turn off. Like, I'm just like so repulsed by men. All of them, to be honest with you. Like, oh my God.
yeah, they're all pretty fucking gross, man.
They're all fucking gross. Tell me one. I haven't seen one that's not yet, really. And I could just call it all out if I really wanted to. But I'll hold my tongue. Ah. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm repulsed. I really am. So
It
I
is.
like that the monkey thing going around, and you don't know if a guy is straight or not, even
Yeah.
because my friend down the hall, she
Zach.
married this guy, and he left her for a dude, and she
Isn't
didn't
that
even
fucking
know
repulsive?
that the whole time
Huh?
that he was having affairs with men.
That is
What
fucking
the hell?
I'm just gonna stay. I am good. I'm still very good. Really good. I'm even better now because I just make decisions and I just stick with them. So
Well, things wouldn't be this way if all the men weren't like, feminized and like too busy gossiping or whatever the hell they do instead of protecting things. So, as a woman, you have to step up and be the one kicking ass. Thank
I
you.
know.
And then they blame you for their lack of masculinity.
I
That's right.
know. That's what my
I was like, well, I had to get my ass up and do it because you wouldn't.
Exactly. What kind of fucking shit is that? It's like there's something just happened. Must be the food that they're eating or something.
Well, it's like when Ball Sacks was in here earlier. How many times did he say my arm hurts? Like 15 times?
Right.
It's like,
What do you
get
want
up
us
and do something about it.
Or
What are you
he's
waiting on? Your mama to come take care of it?
yeah, or he's insinuating of the what.
I know, but I mean, it's just like, really?
Yeah,
Over
because
and over and over. It's like, oh my God.
yeah, like, oh, you want your attention. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what it makes me want to do though when a man
Yeah.
acts like that? It makes me want to kick him. Okay?
In the place that hurts. Oh, it hurt.
It's
Wham!
like, man up. Man the fuck up, man. Man.
Well,
this is why they calling us like, dude haters or whatever, but
I don't care what
ridiculous.
I
You
guess
want
they
Billy
didn't.
And I'm tired of everybody blaming the woman about the Garden of Eden. It's been
I
going
guess
on
they
all these
can't.
years,
We used
Right.
to do something as kids. Say something hurts, and then you punch them in another spot in the other arm. Well,
Yeah.
now that'll take your attention off of your pain where you complained.
Well,
So you hit the other arm. Now you're not concerned about it, are you?
I just know everything's so mixed up in this place we're at. I'm like y'all. I'm ready for it to. I'm ready for this rollover. I'm prepared. I've done my work. I'm diligent. I'm ready.
Oh, you're gonna watch the downfall of the USA, the last
I'm
free space. Yeah.
well. I'm just talking in bigger format than that. But
Yeah, it's beyond
yeah,
this.
Yeah, but that's the signal for the shit to hit the fan, man. Boom.
With the flow
It's
of
on
light.
its way to the fan right now.
Well, it's in the process. The shit's still coming in.
It's falling towards the fan.
It's the separation of the polarities. Get your fists
bipolar
up.
coming in. Man, Point. We're so glad your wife is kind. Kind people rock.
And I like couples that can flow, even if they don't believe in each other, but they do support each other.
Yeah, it's about the support.
Yeah, it's about the support. And you got, at least if you don't believe them, at least support them. If you don't, then fuck it, it don't work.
That's right.
You know, it don't. I mean, it will not. So
I mean, the helpmate.
A house divided does not stand, man.
That's right.
Oh boy.
It doesn't.
My ex always said that shit, and I'm like, yeah. So why are you still here?
It's very true, man. The difference between if you're going to have a partnership, if it's going to work, and you're fighting against each other.
He says, you gotta believe in Jesus. He's the way, the light, the thing, and the this and the that. And I'm like,
so you two are
that's
not
not
equally
my
yoked.
bag. It's
Y'all weren't
not
equally
my
yoked to
thing.
begin with, then.
Oh no.
You should at least stick with somebody equally yoked for sure.
Yeah.
Or it's not gonna work.
Give me that yoke. I was still waiting for one. Never found that yoke yet.
Me either.
Now it's too late.
Never too late. Never too late.
Deaf
Never
Red.
too late.
Can't play me like that, man. I'm not gonna do that Jesus thing. Fuck that shit, man. I'm not gonna.
Nobody said you had to.
Oh, you have to believe. No, I don't. I don't believe in shit.
I mean, my family, I come from a very sweet family and very good people.
That's sweet.
Very good men that know how to take care of things.
I did it. Come from
Oh
that.
yeah, you saying you got men for all of us or what?
We grow them really tall down here. You like real tall men, Leslie?
Yeah.
Big old giant muscle men's that are about 6'6" tall. You should move down south to the countryside down south. You'll be hooked up in a moment.
Where I need to move. Oh, I need to move to the country. Yeah, that's where I'm
They grow them real tall in the countryside.
Early.
Yeah, it was weird when my cousins from West Virginia used to come and visit us in Walled Lake, and they talked all funny too. They'd be like, the rolling their R's really bad, and I said, what did you say? But they were all tall. Like the girl was only like 9 years old, and no, she was younger than that. She was like 7, and I was like 8 or 9 something, and she was like way taller than me. It's like, what's going on here? They grew them big in the South.
They do. My grandmother was like 6 feet tall. I'm the shortest person in my entire family. All aunts, uncles, cousins, everything. And I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
Which ain't tall compared to my family.
Oh, I wanted to be at least 5'5", but I didn't get my wish. Couple more inches.
Well, my daughter's 12 and 5'8". She's taller than me by 3 inches now.
Nice.
And then, yeah, my sister's 5'11".
Mine too.
Really? And I'm five. I was 5'6", but after having children, I shrank an inch. Yeah, that's something I couldn't believe it. I was just floored, and they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?" I was like, "The driver's license, everything." I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, I know. Just like, oh, that's a point where you know that you're getting older because your bones are shrinking. You lost an inch. Yeah, I lost an inch. Yeah,
Well,
I
as he
lost
said,
more than that. Actually, I lost a lot more. I lost some hormones. I lost a lot. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well,
Hey.
Venus started to say something, but I don't know.
said that Swampy says that he or she is 6'9". Okay.
Oh shit.
Do you think we believe that? Just because you say it.
Well, can you prove it? Can you prove it? Come here and show me.
Yeah, let's look. Come on.
Looks like we want some testosterone here.
Yeah.
About 5'2", bald spot and big stomach, probably.
I love
Oh.
tall
Oh,
men, but not
Ron
big
Jeremy,
men.
nasty. Nasty.
Swampy
Guys should be all muscles.
says he's here for Leslie, or she's here for Leslie, or they're
Who?
here for you.
Oh.
What room are you in?
I'm looking at the chat that's in the StreamYard. I think that they're over at Mad Mystic because I think they got banned last time. Yeah, they're not in Agent Orange. They're over in Mad Mystic.
Oh wow, that's
Gotcha.
crazy. They're trolling me over there. That's funny.
I'm a they.
I'll have to send
Oh, I'm
you
a
guys.
they. So you're a group. Swampy's a group, okay?
Yeah,
Swampy's a group?
We don't do groups, man.
Yeah.
We are Legion. You can go somewhere else.
I want to see your face, Leslie. What they do probably is restream us somewhere. They laugh, yada yada. Who knows?
Yeah, they're laughing. Laugh. Ha 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 ha.
So funny. I'm
Yeah, I'm
in
like
ADHD now.
nanobots.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you?
AJ.
No one restreams you.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I
Supposed to
appreciate
hurt your feelings, man.
it. Oh.
We. Now, Swampy's become a we. A we from was a 6'9" something. Now it's a we. And they're here for you, Leslie.
Oh, I like Swampy, yeah.
Strictly here for Leslie.
Archons and all.
Yeah, well, not everybody wants me to talk about them all the time. So, even though they're here 24/7.
We're going to go out, Doogie. Just relax.
No way.
Yeah, I want to roll a doob too.
I just told my dog Doogie he was going to go out soon. Not a doobie.
Well, you know where my mind's at.
Of course. Leslie, hi.
Gotta live up to the high. It's all about the high. HIGH high.
At least you got character, some flair.
I really thoroughly enjoyed growing up with my name. It was fun. Even before I knew what getting high was.
I bet you did.
We were like the stars of the school, because the name was funny.
Oh.
And we
Oh.
met some lows and we met some what is it? There was this one chick, she had a name like a doob. What was her name? But there's a lot of interesting last names. And I used to do the little game where I would take my name and hyphen it on in somebody else's name to see maybe like all these mixtures of strange names. Because when you hyphen it, you can you'd have your very own unique last name.
I saw this video the other day. This is completely different than what we're talking about. But she was going online at the apothecary to order like her, I guess, medical stuff, edibles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was surprised to see the names on some of this like ganja that's out there. One was called mind control. I was like, damn, that's to keep you in mind control. That one. Another one was called like animal mint, and I was like, all of them had names like Kush and like it all related back to the fallen angels. Every one of them.
Yeah, all the different names are parts of different strains.
Strains of what, though?
Strains of plants.
Different poisons.
Pick your poison.
It makes me wonder if they dedicate something to like these Nephilim, and then why call one like MK Ultra? Why call a strain?
Yeah, there's a strain called that.
Well, I was waiting to see the strain fuzzy navel. Or paradise, or
well, I don't like certain names for certain strains.
I'm big on names.
Is weird.
If I can't roll with a name, even a person's name, I just can't be around them. I can't do it.
Right.
Like if your name means like Chief Jokester, I ain't doing it.
The Fockers.
I'm kind of big on names like that. Like, what does your name kind of translate into? Like they used to do it in the old days. Your name used to mean something. Now people just call you Strawberry or something like that.
Well, now they just have everybody's got one name like they used to way back. When they get famous, so-called famous.
Oh, you mean like Prince?
Yeah.
He just turned into a symbol.
And Beyonce and
But you must admit that was brilliant of Prince to turn into a symbol.
Yeah.
To get out of those contracts. That was brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, they took him out. They had to have. Come on. Was it him or was it something else, man? No. He wasn't old.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
I digged his music.
I like Prince. And I liked his music too.
I'm going to take you out, Doogie.
Purple Rain.
Back if you guys are still here.
I'm going to say good night to you, Venus, because I'll probably be gone shortly.
Yeah, good night, guys.
I have to go too because I got to get up in my.
I got to work in the morning.
Yeah.
That's one.
The dog is really bugging me. So.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Well, I had a great conversation. Thank y'all.
Yeah, it was a great conversation tonight.
Good night. Yeah.
And
thanks
everybody
for the
in
intel.
chat.
Yeah, cool.
Hey.
Hi,
Good night, everybody in chat.
Good
night, panel.
Good night, Point Five.
Good night, Rosebud.
Venus, Mystic.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Fang. Good night, Snaps.
Thank
Good
you.
night, Leslie. Good night, Fang. Good night, Venus. Much love, guys, and everyone in chat and everybody watching this video in the future or whenever. Something in between. Much love. Peace. We're gonna end it.